Okay. Engaging sex with her. Was she still alive when he was doing that? No, I don't believe. Oh my God.
True crime psychology presents horrifying cases where parents found out their teen children were criminals and got them caught.
98 years old, just living out her days. And here's my son. My mother, all these people out here, and it's my son. My son.
This is Stephen Ramsay, a father blindsided by an unthinkable truth. At this moment, he is utterly shell-shocked, grappling with the horrifying revelation about his teenage son, Gavin Ramsay.
Engaging sex with her. Was she still alive when he was doing that? No, I don't believe. Oh my God.
This haunting footage of 98-year-old Margaret Douglas was taken mere moments before one of the most horrifying acts of human cruelty unfolded. The father uncovered a dark secret about his teenage son, something he could never have imagined. But even more disturbing truths were about to surface, sending chills down their spines. The mystery of Margaret's death, the gruesome violation of her body, and the twisted motive behind the unthinkable crime left the detectives shocked.
Watcher Police.
Yes, this is Howard Leisure. My aunt lives on Portage Street.
Okay.
And a friend of ours stopped over there yesterday to check on her, and she was nowhere to be found. We didn't know if you'd found anybody wandering.
No, we don't have any reports of anybody wandering.
We can't find her in the house anywhere. He went in the house and looked through the whole house, couldn't find her. We don't know where she's at. She's 98 years old.
Did she live there by herself?
She lives there by herself, yes.
What's her name?
Margaret Douglas. And she never locks her house.
98-year-old woman died after she was reported missing yesterday. Police said she was found in a hidden location in her house.
Initially, the police struggled to identify a prime suspect, as most leads led to dead ends. However, that soon changed when they began receiving complaints about petty crimes near Margaret's house. One report in particular caught their attention. A man named Paul recounted meeting a young man on the dating app Grindr. The two arranged to meet, but the young man suddenly became aggressive during their encounter, pushed Paul out of his car, and drove off with his belongings. A few days later, the police were alerted to two young men behaving suspiciously in parking lots. Not long after, they broke into a construction site and made a critical mistake. One left behind a cell phone. The phone was traced to a teenager named Braden, who was quickly identified and brought in for questioning. During his interrogation, Braden revealed the name of his accomplice. His partner in crime, 17-year-old Gavin Ramsay, had a long history of petty offenses in the area. Consequently, Gavin was summoned for questioning on April 13, 2018, accompanied by his mother, Christine Ramsay, to address the break-ins.
We're here, so I'm just going to ask them.
Right.
I'm just going to be straightforward, you know? There's no reason for me to fluff anything up.
Nope.
And I'm sure you guys know about the elderly woman that was found.
Oh my God, that was horrifying. That was horrifying. It is horrifying.
Did you know her at all?
No, other than just to see her out, like on a porch. That actually makes me want to cry. Like, how do you get to be 98 years old? Nobody lives to be 98. It's so rare. And someone else thought that was okay. Like, how does that, I don't know. Like, why does your life end like that?
Gavin, do you know anything about it?
No, that's honestly probably 5 or 6 people.
That you talked to? Is that what you're saying? Is there something else you need to tell us? What's upsetting you so much?
Nothing.
I've been doing this for a little while, and I have a whole gaggle of children of my own, ranging from the age of 26 all the way down to 10, so I'm pretty good with this stuff.
The investigator emphasizes her maternal role, even sharing personal details from her life. This approach is a calculated strategy to build trust with the suspect and encourage him to open up further.
I asked, did you get put in a bad situation? Somebody put you in a bad situation?
No.
No.
Yeah, let's look at it this way. Honesty is always what's best.
I'm not holding anything back. Like,
You've already gotten yourself in trouble, so.
I know, and I don't even. I don't know what to say.
Is there more? Because you know it always comes out.
It's not that there's anything more. It's what the dude.
What have I always told you kids? What happens in the dark comes out in the light. That's the way it works. You mess up, you get caught. You make bad choices, you're going to pay for it. So if there's something else, let's get it all out on the table so that we know what we're dealing with.
At this point, Gavin's mother, Christine Ramsay, shifted from a reserved stance to siding with the police, a common reaction among parents when confronted with their child's misbehavior. However, she was still unaware of the horrifying truth about what her son had done.
It's not anything else. It's, I don't know, I'm mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself.
What are you so mad at yourself for?
I was 16 there, yeah. Felony, like 5 misdemeanors, and now I'm gonna be in more trouble. I have to go back to court, and I'm done with it. I'm so done with it.
Okay. That's fair enough.
Like, honestly, I don't even want to live at home anymore. I don't know. I'm not normal. I need to live somewhere else. Like, if, I don't know, some halfway house or something, I honestly would not care.
Why would you want to live in a halfway house? What is so wrong about living at home?
No, but there's nothing that they do. It's me. Like, everything I'm putting them through, I'm costing them thousands of dollars. Constant heartbreak. I've honestly probably never made either of them proud. I don't do anything good.
Stop cussing.
It's a word.
Well, it's disrespectful.
So you're upset with yourself?
Yeah, I hate myself. That's really it.
You know, the suspicious death of the elderly woman is right there, too.
God, I know.
That's why I'm saying, you know, I can't imagine you doing something like that. Just interacting with you this little bit, I can't imagine that's in your wheelhouse.
No.
But, you know, if we would come to find out that you're not being honest about something that, you know, put you back on the list of people to take a look at.
Right.
You know, so it's a serious situation. That's why I want to make sure.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Honestly, can you two actually leave for a second?
What's that?
Can you two actually leave? So I can talk to her.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you?
Sure.
This moment marks a turning point in the conversation as Gavin decides to reveal the truth. The investigators' earlier tactics, assuming a motherly role with empathy and care, appeared to be yielding results.
The only reason I can think of pleading is when I put my hand over her mouth.
So when you were holding her hand over her mouth, you might have pushed too hard and maybe made her nosebleed.
Yeah.
Upon investigating the body, the officers noted several disturbing findings. The victim's nightgown had been completely unbuttoned, exposing torn underwear. Her neck and face were marked with multiple signs of trauma, indicating she had been assaulted and strangled with the perpetrator's bare hands.
Something like this is very uncommon. I've been here for, over 25 years, and I've never seen a case quite like this one.
So, were you in her house for a little while before you woke her up?
I mean, I came up onto the porch, and I didn't even know what I was going to do. And I looked in the window and everything. I don't know, I felt like going into a house is like the biggest adrenaline rush I could get, I guess. So then I tried the doorknob, and that just happened to be unlocked.
Was it the front door or back door?
Back door.
Okay. So you went into the kitchen?
Was like the TV on or something? When you went in? I don't think so. Headed up to the house, she didn't hear it or something. Maybe it was something. Well, she was already asleep whenever I went in, because when I came around the corner, that's where I saw her, and it scared me. Because I didn't expect to see someone right there, so I didn't hear anything. So I came in, like, I opened the door, I just listened, and then I didn't hear anything, so maybe nobody's home. And then I go to walk around that corner, and I'm still going slow, but I see her, and she's, I don't know, like sleeping or something.
The crime that the detectives are dealing with involves an individual exhibiting traits of psychopathy, a condition in forensic psychology marked by persistent antisocial behavior, impulsivity, selfishness, callousness, emotional detachment, and a lack of remorse. As revealed in later footage, Gavin's psychopathy is compounded by sadism and sexual perversions, including necrophilia.
And then I go to turn around and hit the chair, and it made a noise, and she woke up.
And she started to scream at that point, you said?
Yeah, because like when I hit the chair, I like turned back around, and I looked, and she was there staring at me and started to yell. And then went for the phone. She already knew what it looked like.
We were trying to get like that when she went for the phone. Is that when you were trying to get the phone away from her so she couldn't call? Did you not get out of the way, or is that what you guys fought with the phone?
It was like a little bit of a fight, I think. I think I threw it under the couch. I'm not really sure.
You guys ended up on the floor at that point?
Yeah, I don't even know where the phone went.
When you say you guys were on the floor, like her gown, the floor.
Yeah, because she was still.
What happened to her underwear, I guess?
I don't even know if she was wearing underwear.
Okay.
Because when she was on the couch, like she grabbed the phone and everything, it was still like yelling, and I don't know if she dialed anything yet or not, but I just didn't know what to do, and then that happened. By the time I even realized what I was doing, it was too late to stop anything.
And when you realized that's when you were on the floor on top of her with your hands on her.
On a hidden app called Dark, secured by the passcode MURDER, Gavin stored several videos that he recorded in the early hours of April 6, 2018, when he committed this horrific crime. He broke into Margaret's house through a back door and watched her as she slept on the couch. Suddenly, Margaret woke with a look of fear on her face, prompting Gavin to lunge at her and strangle her to death. He then spent the next few hours indulging his twisted desires, using Margaret's lifeless body.
Yeah, there's a couple of videos of you kind of peeking over the edge of the couch and videotaping her. Well, when was that all done?
That was on the same night. Why did I lie about anything? That was stupid.
It's okay. So you went in the house earlier?
No, like I never went to the house before, but like I went in and I was being quiet and everything. And like how it happened, like I wasn't lying about that, but I did, you know, like I turned the corner and did see her.
And you hid?
Yeah, then I hid and I was taking my phone. I was taking pictures to see if she was awake.
I got you.
And then
she saw you?
And we stood up and she saw me.
Did your flash go off on your phone?
I don't think so.
So from there, is that did you tell us the truth about the rest of that? So how long do you think you were in the house before you woke her up?
I don't know, probably like 10, 15 minutes.
And then from the time you woke her up to the time you ended up on top of her, choking her, how long did that whole part take?
That was probably 5 minutes.
So pretty quick. She tries to get the phone, you try and stop her. You guys struggle to the floor, and you end up on top of her with your hands on her neck. And you're pushing and squeezing. You have your hand over her mouth at the same time?
Well, my hand on her mouth was on the couch.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, rolled or something off the couch.
Was she like fighting back with you then, trying to struggle, and then you guys went down?
Yeah. I think on her way down or something got ripped.
But you don't remember ripping her panties? How long did you stay there before you put her in the closet?
That was probably like 30 minutes. I just kind of sat there and I didn't know like what was going on. Like I was so in shock.
When questioned by the detective about how long he'd been inside the house, Gavin falsely claimed it was only 30 minutes. However, the timestamps on the videos from his phone revealed that he had spent several hours there, further exposing his dishonesty.
Was there any adrenaline with that? No.
It was like adrenaline and shock at the same time. So like 1 second I'm like, I don't know, adrenaline.
Like, and the next thing you know, it's like with overload.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what did you do with your gloves when you left?
We rode away.
Where at?
In the trash can.
At home. There's a glove there. Could you have dropped one?
There was a glove there. I guess I did drop one then.
There was purple stuff on it. What was the purple stuff that was on there? I get it that there's a whole piece of this that you don't understand why you do. Okay? I understand the whole piece that you don't understand. And I get that. Did the purple stuff have to do with the whole piece that you don't understand why you do? No. And is that the same time that you were taking some of those pictures?
Yeah, and after I took those pictures, I was like, what?
That's when the shock set in?
Yeah, it's like, what am I doing?
So it was adrenaline all the way up until then. And then the whole shock took over the overload. Is that right?
It sounds right out.
I know. It's hard.
Gavin made a crucial mistake by wearing gloves and leaving one behind at Margaret's house. During the crime scene investigation, detectives discovered the glove, and test results confirmed the presence of Margaret's DNA on the outside and Gavin's on the inside, sealing his connection to the crime.
She may have asked this, but did you mean to hurt Margaret like that?
No. No.
Or was it just the shock?
The shock.
And you said you just started doing it, and by the time you realized that she had died, it was too late.
Nothing I can do.
Is that why you punched the wall at the school? Is that main frustration? How did that chunk out of your hand? It doesn't say it hurt.
Sorry. I think I broke my hand or my pinky. I didn't even care. I was just mad because I finished my test in math, and then I saw a text from that said the cops had my phone. I'm like, great. And then Miss rings. I'm like, that's for me, I guarantee it. I'm looking at her, and she looks at me, and she, like, go to the office. I'm like, great.
That's for the break-in type stuff at the school, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the?
Yeah, the church, yeah, sorry.
Did you guys go in the church? No. You didn't set off the alarm clock, nothing with the windows?
Yeah. Like,
Were you going to go into the church before the alarm went off?
I don't really know what we were going to do at the church. I didn't even hear the alarms go off. He's like, dude, the alarms are going off. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I listened. I'm like, we should probably go. And we did.
Did you feel weird going out, like, given some cars are trying to break that place, knowing what you've already been through in Margaret's house? That seems strange. Or just kind of like the thought of the past thought. Because it's over, you can't change it.
Was it less of an adrenaline rush?
Yeah. Wasn't.
Was there that same adrenaline when you were on top of Margaret? Did you have that same adrenaline?
That was.
Yeah. Or was it a little bit different?
Well, like that, you go and break into cars.
Yeah.
I mean, cars is like that.
Quick fix.
It's just that, you know what, when you go to open the door handle, it's like, is the alarm going to go off? Is someone going to come outside? So it's like, there's that risk. And then, I don't think, the whole breaking into the house, that was the adrenaline part. I think, I don't know, I didn't even have a grip on reality.
Chaos ensues when Gavin's parents discover the terrifying secret their son has been hiding.
All the phone contained images of Margaret before and after her death, as well as videos of your son with her.
Okay.
With her. Engaging in sex with her.
Was she still alive when he was doing that?
No, I don't like.
Oh my God. This isn't happening. This isn't real. Oh my God.
I wanted you to know, I spoke to the director of the juvenile detention facility. I explained the situation. I explained that he was highly emotionally distraught. I asked him to defer watch.
Okay.
I've asked him to take, to keep him under 24/7 observation.
Okay.
I know this is an emotionally devastating situation.
I just know right now.
It's a horrible set of circumstances. You deserve to know he will be tried as an adult. Oh my God, oh my God. 98 years old. Just living out her days. And here's my son. My son did this. And I'm mother all these people out here. And it's my son.
Does Gavin understand he's going to prison? Probably for the rest of his life.
Meanwhile, Gavin appeared to be grappling with a similar thought inside the interrogation room.
What do you think's even going to happen with me?
I think you're going to go to juvenile detention. And you're going to do some time in jail.
How long do you think?
I don't know. I just don't know, Gavin. But I do know that your mom absolutely loves you, and you are a huge part of her world, and she needs you to be here.
But that's what I'm most upset about.
But I want you to remember that. I don't want you to forget that, okay? You can't.
I don't, like, it's the only thing that's kept me going. My mom.
She seems like a pretty fantastic lady.
She is.
And she loves you more than anything, so if anybody can get you through this and get you what you need to fix whatever's going on with you, it's your mom.
But that's the thing. I don't know if this can be fixed. Because it doesn't feel like it's some regular emotion. This feels like it's natural, and I don't want it to be.
Anything can be fixed. Yeah.
I wasn't blowing smoke when I told you were a nice kid. You know, you seem like a super nice kid. There's got to be something that, that's making all this happen for you, right?
Probably, but I don't know what.
So you're kind of fixing that now, don't you think?
No, that's made it a whole lot worse.
That's a big weight to be carrying around, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of monkey on your back that you've been taking. And now you're not toting it anymore. Now you get to heal.
During their search, police discovered a journal in Gavin's bedroom that revealed he had again withheld the truth. The journal began with research on serial killers Donald Henry Gaskins and Ted Bundy, but soon shifted to ideas for skits and short films, each featuring Gavin in the role of a killer. In almost every story, Braden played the victim. As chilling as these entries were, Gavin's thoughts were most disturbing. One entry read, "I want to know what's wrong with me. Sometimes I just want to go off on someone and beat them until they're not breathing anymore. It's not for attention or anything. I honestly want to take someone's life." In another entry, he wrote, "I don't feel empathy or sympathy for anybody. I just don't care."
You ever told your counselor about any of the thoughts that you have?
I did a lot, and she didn't. She started with trying to treat the depression first, and it wasn't working for a little bit. I still tried to kill myself, but I didn't.
Because you know it's not right.
No, I don't care what happens to me. Like, honestly, I don't. It's what happened. Like, what would it do to my mom? If, like, I killed myself and that my mom said she couldn't go another day if I died. I'm not gonna kill myself because of that.
So it's more for her, not for you.
Yeah, I don't care about me. I don't.
You do. People care about you.
Other people might, but
It's because you're dealing with so much. That's why you don't. But deep down, you still do. Because people that truly don't anymore, they don't want to do it. You have the heart. That's why.
The night you were out at Margaret's, had you drank or smoked anything? Done any that night?
no, that I was actually sober that night, which is another reason why I smoke weed and I drink, because I can't handle myself when I'm sober, or I can't comprehend. I don't even know the word to use. My thoughts when I'm sober are dark. When I'm high, they're good thoughts.
Had you ever thought about harming anybody before or taking someone's life before?
Not planning it out, but oh, I'm so mad I can kill someone right now. That kind of thing.
But you never imagined yourself actually doing it?
No, I could never vision myself.
Wondering what would you did.
I couldn't, I don't know, some stuff you think about yourself in that situation, yeah, I could see that. And then, I think about a car crash or something, me dying in a car crash, yeah, I see that. Something else that doesn't necessarily involve me dying, or even me being injured, yeah. But I think about me killing someone, I'm I can't see that. I can't.
Gavin had been in and out of counseling for years, during which he was diagnosed with ADHD and depression. Another chilling entry in his journal revealed the depth of his depravity. He wrote, "I think if counseling doesn't help, I'm honestly going to kill someone. I'll probably take a girl out to the woods, her, and kill her. I wouldn't feel bad about it, but I know it's wrong.
If she was here, what would you say to her?
Like, what do you mean?
If she was here alive in front of you, what would you say to her?
I'm sorry. That was never meant to happen. If I could take it back, I would.
Gavin's confession brought a bittersweet relief to a community overwhelmed by grief since Margaret's tragic death. It wasn't just the loss of a cherished member, but the horrific nature of her murder that haunted everyone, leaving an indelible scar on their hearts.
For a lady to be 98 years old and have a 17-year-old young man come in and take advantage of her like that, he could have taken the wallet and left. He didn't need to strangle her.
Makes me sad that it happened, but I am glad that, we know who did it and we don't have to fear in our neighborhoods.
When the trial began, Margaret's family and the prosecutor were determined to secure Gavin's maximum sentence.
She loved being alive. She often talked that she just couldn't wait until she turned 100.
I find him to be pathetic and a coward and someone that preyed on the most vulnerable person that he could find and attack her in her most vulnerable moment, in the middle of the night when she was asleep. He broke into her house, watched her sleeping, and took videos of her sleeping. He then held her against her will, hit her, and strangled her. And I believe that he planned to kill numerous people and used my aunt as a warm-up, so to speak, for those other killings. I feel the escalation of his crimes through the years show his inability to reform. He is not safe to be on the streets. He will hurt people again. He will kill people again.
Even though he stalked her, and even though he murdered her, and he videoed her, and abused her, and disrobed her, and used jelly, and stuffed the body in a closet, and had time to search and ransack the house and find the wallet, he was always mindful of the time, Your Honor.
Gavin's mother also took the stand to support her son.
He's loyal to a fault. He's compassionate. And this thing that we're sitting here discussing is not who my son is. I don't care how much you want to pull out evil facts. That's not my son.
I wrote this down because I knew I wouldn't know what to say on the spot. I don't know how to explain why all this happened. I don't think there really is an explanation to begin with. I think about it all the time. And I would take it back in a heartbeat if I could. I feel terrible for what I've done. And I would never do anything like that again. I'm so sorry for what I did. And I constantly live in regret and shame because of it. I wish I had the words to express how sorry I really am.
On January 3rd, 2019, Gavin Ramsay was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the aggravated murder of Margaret Douglas. He was also given a 10-year sentence for aggravated burglary, kidnapping, and a 12-month sentence for abuse of a corpse. Gavin Ramsay's crime shocked the community and left a lasting impact on the loved ones of Margaret Douglas. With his conviction and life sentence, justice was served, though the horror of his actions will never be forgotten.
I didn't take off how they was running because they was running fast. I was just speed walking.
It doesn't matter what you know or what you think you didn't know. Someone died last night. This isn't a game. Someone lost their life, dude.
This is a horrified mother, along with her 14-year-old kid, who was captured fleeing in a Honda involved in a murder. Inside the vehicle with him are Remi Cordova and Nishan Johnson, fading into the shadows after one of them brutally shot Pamela Cabriales 20 times with an AR-15 over a minor fender bender. But one burning question remains. Whose finger was on the trigger?
I was like, bro, why are you going so fast? He was just going fast. He just smacking everything in his way. And we go down, it's a hill, boom, pothole. Flip up, I hit my head, and then I don't remember it. I just hopped out.
The detectives close in to discover a dark and profound motive that promises to send shockwaves through the whole town. It all started with a minor fender bender on the night of February 20th, 2021. 3 teens, Remi Cordova, Nishan Johnson, and an undisclosed boy, roam the state of Colorado. It becomes the last day for Pamela Cabriales when Remi Cordova showers her with AR-15 bullets. The rescue team arrives at the scene.
I counted 8 shots. 8? Yeah, there's one right above the left windshield wiper. So that's 2 out of, like, right there.
License plate is probably hers.
That's the same one as on the back.
Okay, that's probably.
Can you tell me your name?
If the first responders had known that Pamela had been struck in the head, they wouldn't have asked this question. Although they make every attempt to save her, after 4 days, she succumbs to a deadly headshot wound. The detectives conduct a manhunt after identifying their vehicle, which was involved in a previous shooting incident at McDonald's. It doesn't take long for them to successfully capture the suspects with the help of CCTV footage and witnesses' testimony. 2 of them had their mothers in the interrogation. A surprise, but this time, it was completely different from a parent-teacher conference.
I'm going to advise you of your rights, and then I'm going to leave the room, and you two need to talk about whether or not you want to talk about this investigation or not. Okay? You okay, ma'am?
I'm sorry, Mom. Stop. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's still February 21st, 2021. According to that clock, it's now 10:05 p.m. And I've given you and your mom opportunity to talk about this investigation. Let me ask you, did you understand the rights as they have been explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Do you have any conflict with your mom that would prevent her from providing you with guidance and advice about your rights? No? With these rights in mind, are you willing to talk to us about this investigation?
No, sir.
No?
No. And they're asking about somebody named Lil Ro. Baby D-Ro? They said Baby Ro. They asked if you go by Lil Ro. I said no. I don't, so. Like, it's something totally different. Yeah.
Are you guys done talking?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn the video back on, okay?
Yes, sir. Do you have my phone number?
The prime suspect, Remi, refuses to say a word, except apologizing to his mother. Regret and guilt are more apparent on the face of his mother than on Remi's. But it's too late now. He had been on the wrong side of the law for years. Detectives are aware that he has a juvenile criminal record. It's interesting and sort of heartbreaking to see her mother attempting to save him after a murder. She whispers to conceal his gangster alias, Lil Ro. Her attempts show that she was aware of his dark side, but chose not to mend his ways. Nishan, on the other hand, has more than enough to reveal, only if he chooses to. But his last Snapchat post would expose something he won't be able to hide.
So, Nishan, I just want to figure out what's going on, what happened. If you could just kind of take me through the events tonight, where you were, what was going on, who you were with, and don't worry about me writing. You don't need to catch up. Just go and I'll catch up with you. I'm just taking down some things. Don't worry about any of that, okay? That's just for me. So if you want to just start, work backward or forward, however you want to do that. I mentioned westbound Colfax I-25. Do you know what I'm talking about with that?
No.
Okay. Well, let's talk how just your night went where you were. Let's start with that.
I was with my auntie and my god sister.
Okay.
It was like Jewel. It's like behind, it's Pharaoh and Jewel behind the McDonald's. I was there all day with them and chilling with them, and then I left. But around, 12, 11? No, it was like 11. Because I think police got behind us. What? Like around 12 o'clock. So they came to pick me up at 12. So, nigga, all day I was with my god sister and my baby moms.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. When you mentioned 12, are we talking 12 noon during the day or 12 midnight at night?
Like towards the night.
Okay.
I was there, I was at my baby mom's, then I left. And then I went to my cousin's. And then they, my partners came to pick me up. So probably around, I say 9:55, I start texting them.
Okay.
Telling them try to probably be on their way. And they came around, 11, so.
Okay. Well, who was with him when he comes?
It was him.
Okay. And I ask it because you say they. When you say they, it leads me, and I'm not trying to trick you, I'm saying they leads me to believe there's more than one person.
Yeah.
If you're not saying he came to get me, you're saying they came to get me. So who's with him when he comes?
He had a partner in the car.
Okay.
But I didn't know him, so I don't even deal with him, you feel me? I wasn't even talking to him, so.
Where was he sitting in the car?
He was in the backseat.
Okay.
When I came out, by the time I came out, he was in the backseat.
Is he black, white, or Hispanic?
To be honest, he looked white to me, you feel me? But I wasn't really paying attention to him.
Okay. Was he kind of slim like yourself or kind of husky or fat like
huskier,
me? Okay.
Probably. I don't know.
You catch his name?
Nuh-uh.
Okay.
I didn't even.
When he's seated in the back of the car, where is he at? Behind you driving now or behind Lil Row?
He's behind Lil Row.
Okay, Lil Row. Okay. Do you see anything in the car when you get in? See any weapons or anything?
Nah, I wasn't really trying to be on that, you feel me? I was trying to go on to see my kid.
Nishan claims that he was at his godsister's house at the time of the murder, but detectives have glaring evidence against him. As the detectives lead him to the crime scene, he denies knowing about the gun. But little does he know, the detectives already have their hand on his last Snapchat video, where he brandishes his AR-15. However, the detective seizes this moment to corner him around fleeing the scene right after the incident.
The police was on the side of us. He gets to behind us, we take a right. And then the police was just following us. And the ice was so, snow was slippery, I couldn't, stop and hit a turn. And after I stopped and hit a turn, I had, hit the, curb. So when they turned their lights, I ain't gonna lie, I just did the dash on it, you feel me? But then after the car, it was too slippery. And the car up, you feel me? That's what I did.
Why? Tell me more about why you didn't stop.
Cause I don't have no driver's license, I ain't gonna lie, that's the only thing. If I had a driver's license, I'd pulled over. But I don't have no driver's license, so.
When you see the police on the side of you, as you're driving, you make the turn, hit the curb, they light you up, you decide not to stop. When you notice the police, who notices them first, you or the other two guys in the car?
To be honest, we all did, because they was right next to us.
Tell me more about the conversation going on in the car about the 5-0 being next to you.
And we were just police right next to us. I was like, I'm going home.
Okay. Lil Row or the other guy in the car, the white guy? We'll call him white guy.
Yeah.
Did they appear to be nervous? Or?
Yeah, they seemed nervous, but to me, you feel me, yet in the game, you're young, you feel me, you see police, everybody gonna get nervous. Cause I've been there before, I was what, he's 16, so I've been 16 before. You feel me, so I'm like, man, cool, you feel me, I'm going home, we're going home, nothing's cool, y'all cool, you feel me? And I don't know what.
Did Lil Row or the guy in the car talk about being on one, or being that they had a heater in the car, or being concerned about the police bumping you guys up with anything in the car?
Nah, see, they didn't tell me trying to worry about nothing. They was like, big bro, cool, you feel me? They was like, I guess they were trying to hide it from, cause I get on there, you feel me? If y'all doing something stupid, you feel me? Come to my house, nigga, we could eat, food, treat, whatever y'all want, y'all could come to my house. Y'all don't have to do no dumb, you feel me? Cause nigga, I just got through done doing that. group home, foster home, so I don't want to be done in and out of jail. Nigga, I got 2 kids. I got 2 little girls, so nigga, anybody younger than me, I take them under my wing and I try to show them anything better.
Okay.
And they know if they tell me anything stupid, I'm gonna go off on them. So that's probably the reason why they didn't tell me nothing, whatever they did.
Okay.
Before they came, cause I've been on their ass, and then I would even got in the car. Like, what are y'all doing?
Okay.
Like, come on, cuz I'm mad they put me in a predicament like this anyway. Like, nigga, don't put me in no predicament like that. But
so, tell me about how long does this, when you hit the curb, they light you up, being the police, they light you up, you take off. How long does this go on for?
Not even long, cause the ice was like this dope wasn't trying to go for it, so like after I hit a dip, I go up and I do a spin and I just hit the whole thing. What's that shit called? The pole.
Okay.
Knocked the pole down.
And then what happened?
And then I just hopped out.
Why'd you do that?
Cause I hit pole. I hit the pole and then I ain't gonna lie, I sleep panic. Then I in the spin, police, I was just ran out the car. Then after that, I didn't know what to do. I just stayed in the shed. I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, and then that's when the team came in. I was even going, I was like, nigga, I didn't know what to do.
What did Lil Roe and the other dude do?
They guys left too. They guys left me. I just went in the shed. Like, I don't know, cuz I stayed in the shed. That's where they caught me.
So who was in the shed with you?
Me.
Just you?
Yeah, we all after, cause they was the first 2 out. Cause if you see the car is like parked, like the driving seat was on a tree, so you couldn't open the door.
Okay.
So I had to like climb out the front, the passenger.
Nishan asked, "You feel me?" about 20 times to the detective. Meanwhile, he has shown not even an ounce of concern about his victim. Moments earlier, Nishan was sipping water to avoid questions, but the moment the detective brings the murder matter up front, his thirst suddenly quenches. He tries his best to look honest and innocent, but his logic doesn't make sense given the accident. A woman is shot in front of him, and he runs because he has no driving license. The least that the detective can expect from him is remorse, but his next move was far beyond their expectations.
In the shed, tell me more about when you run. You dump anything? You take it off?
I just take off.
Okay.
And
how many fences do you hop?
I ain't even hop a fence. I mean, I did hop 2.
Okay.
But that was like right there. I was already right there.
And did you know the area very well where you were?
Hell nah. I don't even know Denver like that.
Okay.
I'm from Georgia. I mean, I'm from here, but I moved to Georgia. I know Georgia better. I'm like, no Georgia. My body's in Georgia now, to be honest. Clayco, Southside. But my mom wanted me out here because I have a kid out here too, so she wanted me to be out here with my kid.
Okay. So tell me more about getting into the shed.
I was just in the shed and I went to sleep. After I went to sleep, I hear people. And then that's when I was in the shed, and that's when the dog came in.
Okay.
Dog come in. I'm surprised the dog didn't attack me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm sleep blessed today. Because the dog didn't exactly attack me. He smelled me, walked away, smelled me again, walked away. And then after that, when like the SWAT team came in, that's when he started tripping for real. Like when the dude said or some command, he was on it. And that's when he chipped my back and my foot. I was like, hey, I don't none of that. I don't want to get bit. Whatever y'all say.
Okay.
And it was like, okay.
At any time when you're in the shed, did you meet up with Lil Roe or the other white guy?
No, they never came back.
So was you in the shed all by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else was with you?
Nope.
And was it in a front yard, a backyard?
I was in like the back medium. Like that was weird type to be honest.
Did you know whose shed it was?
Nuh-uh.
Did you know whose house it was?
Nuh-uh.
Even though the detectives have a pile of damning evidence, Nishan continues to spin an inconsistent web of lies. But the question remains, would this facade be enough to get away with his deadly secrets, or would they successfully shatter him?
No.
Okay. In that 1 minute when you see the police and then you go, you crash, you get out, you dip, and you go to the shed, you say by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Anybody give you anything before you got out of the car?
No.
Anybody ask you to hold anything? Okay. Do you know why I'm asking all these questions? Because the shed you were found in, those shell casings match at our murder scene. Can you explain that to me? And you said nobody's in the shed with you. Okay? You're in there by yourself. But the same caliber shell casing that's in the shed where you're at is the same caliber at our murder scene. Can you explain that to me if nobody handed you anything?
No, nobody handed me nothing.
Okay, so how did that end up in the shed with you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I ain't gonna cut it.
I don't know.
Okay? So I'm asking you, this is your chance to be honest, okay? And I'm not saying you're not, so please don't be offended by that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I don't know is not gonna cut it. As I told you before when we first started, it's a homicide investigation. I told you you're not free to leave, okay? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you were there for something or somebody asked you to hold on to something, I need to know, okay? And not just for myself, but for yourself. You got a kid, right?
2.
You want to see those kids grow up?
Yes.
Do you want to be able to hold them and not be behind glass when you see them? Or do you want them to come and visit you during yard time? Again, I'm not threatening you, I'm not upset with you, but I'm telling you, this is the road we're going down. You're digging yourself a hole here, so if you have something, you know something, Nishan, now's the time to tell me. Okay, you tell me you were by yourself when you ran. Nobody else was in that shed. I asked you several times that question. You're adamant nobody was. Okay? So it's one of two things. Either you were there at that murder scene, or somebody gave you something to hold on to. So now's your chance to help yourself. Don't dig yourself a hole. You got one foot in this hole right now, Nishan. Okay? I guess you're at a fork in the road right now. What would you like to do? You want to tell me who gave you something, or if you were there, come clean and tell me.
They ain't give me that, and I wasn't there.
Okay.
White boy just hopped out with me.
Okay.
But I didn't know he had nothing. You feel me? And cuz left the shed.
I'm sorry, he did what?
He went in the shed with me. You feel me? He came in the shed with me and him. But then after that, cuz left. You feel me? That's why I was the only in there, because he was like, "The police in here, cuz. They about to come in here," and then he left, and I wasn't finna just because he wasn't going nowhere.
Okay.
So I stayed in there.
All right.
On everything. He came in there with me. He dropped all the shells. And then after that, guys was like, "Bro, the police, bro," and freaked out and left. Man, he ain't tell me nothing on everything. He was, when we got in there, I was like hearing pennies. Like I thought it was pennies at first, because I didn't know what it was in his hand. And I was like, "Bro, stop." I was like, "Bro, stop before the police come in or something, or they hear you." I was like, "All right, bro." And I didn't realize it was shells on there until police flashed the light. You feel me? But I thought it was something else, like he was playing with pennies or something.
Okay.
But I was like, "Bro, stop. Like, bro, stop playing with that, bro." He was like, "Bro, it's my fault, bro." And then after that, nigga, when the police came, nigga, they were shells. So, then again, I think he dropped the shells and knew the police was finna come in and they just leave, you feel me? Because he didn't tell me he was leaving, because I swear to God, I took a nap. I took a nap, and then when I heard, like, the dog, I woke up and I stood up. And the dog smelled me, passed me by. Because that's what really tripped me out, when the dog just smelled me and just left. I was like, what the? And then that's when the SWAT team came in. And they looked at it, and right when I seen the light, and I seen a shell. I was like, oh.
Nishan couldn't answer how when detectives revealed that the shell casings found in the shed matched the caliber used in the murder. He claims that white dude dropped the shell casings in panic, but little does he understand that the detective knows the other side of the story because they have captured white dude too. It seems funny that he could not differentiate between pennies and shells. At times, Nishan changes his stories, regardless of how much all three suspects lie. one thing is clear: their parents failed their kids. But the interrogation takes a dramatic turn when detectives intensify pressure. Time will tell whether he can handle the intensifying pressure or make a weak attempt to blame it on someone.
You've been honest up to me to this point, you're saying. Did you ever see any guns? Did they ever talk about the heaters they had?
Nah, they had a gun in the back seat.
Tell me about that.
But I don't know what type of gun it was.
That's okay.
I just,
tell me about that.
We got a gun in the back seat. I was like,
hold on. Who said that?
The white dude in the back. He was like, I got the gun in the back seat. And I was like, that's cool for you. And I kept driving. Like, I wasn't really paying attention to that.
So he says, I got
this gun in the back seat.
This gun in the back seat?
And that's when I, right when we was at the light.
Is this when the 5-0 pulls up or before? So tell me more about that. How does that conversation come up?
I walked in. I walked in.
You walked in where?
That conversation. I just walked in that conversation.
Tell me how you walked into it and what was said.
Because I opened the door, and when you don't want to hear nobody, we don't want, me and you talking and pretend somebody walk in and we just stop talking.
Sure.
That's what happened.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
They being Lil Bro,
you feel
and
me?
white dude.
Yeah, and they just stopped talking and I walk in.
Okay.
I was like, it was good. It was like, nothing. We pulled off. It was like, bro, no, I got the heat in the back seat.
Who says that?
White dude.
And where's he at?
In the back seat.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, cool, that's good for you. That's exactly what I tell him. That's good for you. And I kept driving I wasn't. I was, but then again, that's not mine. None of that shit, you feel me? So keep driving. But I wasn't paying attention.
And what did little bro say?
The bro was on the phone.
With who?
I don't even know.
Okay, what was he saying?
He was saying after he had dropped me off, he was gonna go over there.
Nishant claims the gun belongs to Remi and maintains a facade of innocence. He further claims that white dude in the back seat was holding the gun. He would have succeeded only if the white dude, the third passenger in the car, had not been arrested. The ignorant teen is also 14 years old, like Remi. While his identity remains protected until proven guilty, his upcoming remarks will mark a twisted turn in the case. He is about to drop a bombshell, leaving Nishant's rehearsed version to crumble to dust.
Just kind of run me through, when I mentioned this location, do you know what I'm talking about? At Colfax and I-25? Tonight? Or what happened last night? Can you take me through that, just from the beginning there? Who you were with, what was going on?
It was with my friends.
Okay.
He was driving. Right down I-25, whatever. And then we stopped, and then the car hit us in the back, smacked us. And then my friend in the front, he asked the person in the driver's seat if he could shoot at him. And he hopped out and started shooting at him.
Okay. I didn't hear you quite. So, if I have this wrong, correct me. You said you were stopped at a light.
We were stopped at a light and someone came from behind us and smacked us with their car.
Okay.
And then that's when my friend and the passenger asked the person in the driver if he can shoot him. And then the person in the driver said yes, and then he hopped out and shot, and then he drove off.
Okay. How many people were in the car with you?
2.
So there was how many total, including yourself?
2.
Including
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. Where were you seated?
I was in the back seat.
Okay. Who was driving?
My friend's friend.
Okay, do you know his name?
Yeah.
Do you know what he looks like? Yes or no?
Yes.
If you saw a photo of him, do you think you could ID him?
Yep.
Okay. Can you tell me if he was black, white, Hispanic?
Black.
Okay. About how old was he?
19.
Okay. Anything identifying about him? Scars, marks, tattoos, facial hair, piercings?
Right here.
Okay, what was that?
He has a big tattoo right here.
A big tattoo right there?
Yes.
So the car behind you guys smacked into you?
Yes.
Your friend Remi asked the driver if he could shoot this person?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know, he just asked him and he said yes.
Okay.
And when he started letting off, I told him to get back in the car.
Okay. Tell me more about when Remi gets out of the car.
He pulls the chop out, and then at first he said he was on safety, so he flicked it off of safety, and then
It wasn't Remi though that shot.
That's Lil Rock.
Oh, okay. I'm confused. Okay.
Okay. So you say the chop. I know what that is. Aaron, your mom may know what that is. People watching this later on may not know what that is. What is a chop?
AR-15.
AR-15?
Yes.
Okay. What color was that?
Black.
Black. Okay.
So you're saying that the other kid asked Remi to shoot? Is that what you're saying?
No. Remi asked the other kid if he can shoot, and then Remi hopped out and shoot.
At any time did you get out of the car?
No, I told him to get back in the car.
Okay. And what does he do? Tell me more about that.
He just kept shooting, and then he finally got back in.
Okay.
After I started yelling at his head.
Okay, how many times did he shoot?
He let off like 7 rounds.
Okay. Did anybody pick up anything there on the street? Did anybody pick up anything? Did anything fall? Phone, bullets, anything from the car fall out of the car that anybody picked up?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you remember what kind of car smacked into the back of you guys?
It was like this white car.
White car?
Yeah, it was a white van.
Oh, like a white van?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember if the driver of that car was male, female, black, white, Hispanic?
I don't know.
Don't know?
All I know is he just hopped out and started shooting, and I told him to get back in.
14-year-old white dude reveals the chilling fact that Remi asked Nishan to shoot when Pamela's car got bumped into theirs, and he, being the eldest among them, only made the situation worse by allowing him to. An investigation would uncover that Nishan was an active member of East Side Crips gang, along with Remi, which is why he possesses this toxic gangster-like mindset and thought killing people was their way. Coming back to the interrogation, with their gang ties exposed, the trio's illusion of outsmarting the detectives hangs in the balance.
What time do you think you guys got there?
I don't even remember.
Okay. When you leave the driver's baby mama's house at 6th and Dayton, you're driving to where next?
We were driving to his auntie's house.
Okay.
So you can go see someone that was in the house or something.
The driver's auntie's house?
Yeah. And on the way there, the car had smacked us, and then that's when I went off.
So you never made it to the auntie's house?
Yeah, we didn't make it to the auntie's house before that happened.
Okay.
But after that happened, they skirted off to the auntie's house.
Okay. Skirted off meaning you guys drove to the auntie's house?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember the route you guys took when you left the baby mama house?
We went straight down Colfax.
Straight down Colfax?
Yeah.
Okay. Any issues with anybody driving straight down Colfax? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Tell me more about what you're doing in the back seat. Are you guys...
I was sleeping.
Okay. When the car smacked you guys from behind, what were you doing?
I was listening to music.
Okay. On what?
On my phone.
Okay.
He doesn't have service.
Okay, no service?
Just
Okay.
a phone.
Do one of those Wi-Fi things when you can?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like
I get it.
Infinity Wi-Fi.
Okay. Xfinity or Wi-Fi?
Yeah, or just normal
Okay.
Wi-Fi.
All right. When you're listening to music, how hard do you think the car smacks you from behind? Tell me more about that.
Smacked me up like this, hit my head.
Okay.
And then that's when Remi started getting mad. And that's when he asked him if he can shoot him. And he hopped down and started shooting at him. And then that's when I was like, get in the car, nigga, what are you doing? Like,
Okay.
keep going.
Was there any verbal exchange between the person that hit you guys from behind?
Hell no.
Okay.
He just hopped out and started shooting it.
Okay. That car you were in, how many times have you been in that car?
That was like the second time.
Okay. When was the first time?
Like a couple days before that.
Okay. Whose car is it?
I don't even know.
Okay, fair enough. So the car smacks you guys. What do you do after Remi gets back in the car?
I told him to get in the car, and then the person in the driver skirted off down Colfax.
Okay. Where do you guys go down Colfax? To where?
No, I don't know exactly where he went to his auntie's house, but we went down Colfax.
How far?
Like we just went straight down until when we got to like Union.
Okay. And then what do you do?
That's when we went to his auntie's house.
Okay. Where does the auntie live?
I low-key don't remember. I was sleeping.
Okay. Were you asleep when you pulled up?
Yeah. I was just sleeping. And then when they woke me up, is when they woke me up on like. They woke me up past Federal because they said that the cops was following us.
Okay. How did you know you guys had been to the auntie's house?
Because I had like when he was inside, I had woke up for like a couple seconds, and I saw he wasn't in there, so I was like, oh, he's in his auntie's house.
Okay. After Remi shoots, what does he do with the AR?
Puts it in the car. And
Where at in the car?
He put it in the back seat.
Okay. Where you're at?
Yeah, on the left side.
All right. Where are you seated?
On the right side.
Behind the driver or behind Remi?
Behind the passenger.
Okay, so you're behind Remi.
At first, he puts it in the car and he has it next to him, like right here on the floor.
Okay.
And then he puts it into the back when we're going down Colfax.
After the shooting?
Yeah, after when we get closer to his auntie's house.
Okay.
But that's when I just fell asleep. I don't even remember nothing else.
Did you see any other guns in the car beside that one? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Pamela's little trip spirals into a shocking, unfortunate end to her life, falling prey to the hands of a misguided teen, Remi Cordova, a teen influenced by gun culture and gangsterism. However, it's shocking to see that only their mothers are present to take responsibility, since everyone's father was absent from the scene. Technically, their mothers are just guiding them on how to survive this situation. But the question remains, how long can they defend themselves?
Had you ever seen either one of those guns prior to last night?
I've seen the Taurus before.
Okay. Had you seen the AR before?
I've never seen an AR before.
Okay. Have you ever...
They had that.
Okay. At any time last night, Saturday night, baby mama's house, driving up before you fell asleep, did you ever handle that AR? Meaning hold it, touch it?
No.
If I print it, am I going to find your fingerprints of your DNA on that gun?
No.
Okay.
I didn't handle that gun.
Okay.
I might have pushed it over, but I was not handling that gun.
Okay.
It was Remi, that's his gun.
All right. If you would have pushed it over and touched it, what part would you have touched so I know?
Like on the top, like...
On the stock? They call it the stock on the top?
Right here, like, and then, like, right here. Like,
okay.
Next to the trigger. Like, you know the little piece that comes down like this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like right there, because I had to move it away from me. I pushed it over.
Okay.
And that's where my prints would be.
Okay. Before you fall asleep, what's the discussion in the car about what just happened?
They don't even say nothing. They're not even talking.
Okay. At any point, even after Auntie's house, do you guys talk about this?
No, because I got woken up to getting yelled at. The cops are chasing us.
Okay.
And then that's when we crashed.
All right. Tell me more about being woken up. The cops are chasing you guys.
Remi was like, bro, the cops are chasing us. They're behind us, bro. They're behind us. And then I had woken up and I was sleeping in the back. And I was like, what? And I looked behind us and the cop is right behind us following us. And then the driver starts going fast. And then the cop turns the lights on. And then we go down this one street and we hit a big pothole. And then that's when the car went up and then he lost control. And then I don't even remember. All I know is I just got out the car.
Okay. What'd you do when you got out of the car?
I started walking up the block.
Did you walk or run? And if you ran, that's okay.
I started walking. The other two, Remi, he was running. I was just jogging. I was like,
okay.
Because, like, I didn't know he did something. I don't know he did something. Like,
well, hold on a minute.
Like, I didn't know something that bad happened. I didn't know someone got killed.
Well, but he fired an AR into a car.
I know.
What did you think was going to happen?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
He said he was trying to aim towards the engine.
Okay. Tell me more about that. When was that discussion?
That was after.
Okay, tell me about that.
That was like when we was going down Colfax.
Okay.
He was like, I was trying to hit the engine.
Who was saying that?
Remi.
Did he know that he hit the person in the car?
Oh no.
That's what he was asking you. What was the discussion after it happened?
I don't think he even knew he killed nobody.
But he said, I was trying to hit the engine. So what does that mean?
He was trying to blow up the car.
Okay. When the car crashes and you walk off, why don't you stay there?
Because like, there's guns in the car. I'm not even gonna lie to you, it was a stolen car. I didn't know that until a couple of days before, like yesterday. So that's why I was jogging. And then, yeah.
That's why you were what?
I was jogging up the street.
Okay.
Like I didn't take off how they was running because they was running fast. I was just like speed walking.
It is utterly unbelievable to accept White Dude's argument that he was peacefully sleeping while an AR-15 echoed 20 times when Remi shot Pamela. The interrogation takes a turn as the detective prepares to explore what was going through White Dude's mind while he was hiding in the shed with Remi.
When you take off, do you meet up with either Remi or the driver?
Yeah, the driver.
Tell me about that.
I met him when I was walking. I saw him in an alleyway.
Okay, where was he?
He was in that little alleyway where he was just in the alleyway and I just saw him walking.
Okay. Where did you guys go?
I kept walking. I was just like, there's a cops all throughout the block. Like.
Well, he tells me that he's with you.
He said that to you.
Yeah. Okay. So when he says you guys went in the alleyway, where were you guys?
We was in the alleyway.
Okay.
That's where I saw him first, but then after that, we went out of the alleyway into the neighborhood.
Okay, tell me more about going in the neighborhood.
We started walking through the neighborhood.
Okay, where do you go?
I don't know, over there in Lakewood, but we were just walking around the blocks and we just seen there was cops on every single block.
Okay. Where were you found?
I was found in the alleyway.
Okay. In what?
It's the alleyway. I was just walking down the alleyway and they told me to freeze and get on my knees.
Let me get to the point. Were you in a shed? Yes or no?
No.
Never in a shed?
No, I wasn't in the shed. I might have been in someone's backyard, but I was not in the shed.
Okay, if you were in the backyard, who were you with?
I was with the driver.
Okay. What'd you and the driver discuss?
We didn't discuss nothing. I was just like, bro, I'm not finna get in trouble for this. And I just walked out the alleyway. I was like, I do not care. Like, bro, I didn't.
Okay.
But like, what am I getting in trouble for? For y'all doing?
Okay. And I apologize about earlier about the hypothermia. That's not you. That's my fault. Okay. So I apologize about that. Okay.
Because I was like, because we're standing in the backyard and I'm like, bro, you sound dumb if you think we're gonna get away. There's cops on every single block. You sound stupid. So I'm like, he stays there in the backyard. I'm like, all right, bro, peace out. I walk out in the alleyway. They got me.
Okay.
I didn't do nothing, so I'm gonna be like, all right, freely, like, I didn't do it.
No, now you're gonna end up doing time over someone else's bull.
How am I doing time over someone?
Because someone died. Someone died. This isn't. It doesn't matter what you know or what you think you didn't know. Someone died last night. Someone died. This isn't a game. This is like a big deal. This isn't like, oh, you stole a car and didn't go to school. Like, someone lost their life, dude.
Behind somebody's dumb shit that you was in the car with, riding around thinking that this is high.
He obviously doesn't care about anything. His life, his kid's life, anybody's life, apparently. And you're hanging out with him. Do you think he cares? Obviously not. This cop don't know if you touched that gun or not.
At this point, the teen's parents finally become concerned about their parenting, but it's too late. In this situation, everybody loses. Unfortunately, only the gang culture truly wins. However, the detective comes back with some alarming evidence to challenge his version of the story.
This next question is important, okay? I'm going to ask you this. Be honest with me. Okay? Did you shoot?
No.
Okay, and I'm asking you that because
Did I say I did?
someone independent said they saw you. They described you to a T in what you're wearing, that you were the shooter.
I promise I was not the shooter.
Okay, well, promise ain't going to cut it. Okay?
I wasn't the shooter.
So,
Remi hopped out and shot him.
okay. So again, when I swab for DNA, am I going to find your DNA on that trigger guard on that rifle? On that AR-15, am I going to find your DNA?
Probably because I moved it, yeah. Someone said it was me.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to step over here real quick.
Okay.
Someone said it was me.
Yeah. Okay.
I know I didn't shoot. I know for a fact I didn't shoot.
Help me explain why I should believe you.
I mean, you don't have to believe me, but
No, he has to believe you, dog. That's the thing.
alright, look.
Listen to me.
I know I didn't shoot that gun. I know I didn't because he even asked Rashawn if he can shoot before he even shot the gun and hopped out.
And all those times, how many times after that have you fallen asleep? Because you know how many people sat in that chair and told me the same thing you're telling me? Because I don't believe you. Okay.
I never felt like I really fell asleep.
Well, I find it hard to believe you
When
just.
we was at his auntie's house, I really fell asleep.
Okay.
I was just laying down in the back with a blanket, slouched.
So you've just witnessed a shooting that's turned into a homicide, and you're telling me now
I didn't
you've
know it
fallen
was a
asleep?
homicide.
I know you didn't. But my point is somebody shot with an AR-15, a high-power rifle, and you're telling me within an hour after, within 30 minutes, you fall asleep?
I really did fall asleep. Like,
Okay.
For real. I really, for real. Like,
Okay.
I really did fall asleep in the back.
Okay.
And then they woke me up saying the cops were behind us.
Who's
following
they?
us. Remi and Rashawn.
Did you ask them to stop?
Huh?
Did you ask them to
Yes,
stop?
I was like, bro, why are you going so fast? He was just going fast.
Tell me more about that.
And he just going fast and he just smacking everything in his way. And then we get to the main street, and we go down, it's a hill, boom, pothole, flip up. I hit my head, and then I don't remember it. I just hopped out.
Okay.
Like, all I know is I just started like flying around in the car, hitting my head on everything.
All right. If you've done nothing wrong, just explain to me the best you can. Why do you leave? Why do you walk off? Why don't you stay outside the car when the police show up? Why do you walk off?
Because I thought I was going to get in trouble for the guns. The gun was right next to me.
Okay.
The AR-15 was on the left of me, like I told you. Remi put it in the back. And then that's when I moved it over to the left of me.
Okay.
So I was not trying to get in trouble for two guns that was in the car, and they was going to leave me.
Okay.
They was going to leave me. They already ran.
Okay. How about any casings, any live rounds did you pick up or have on your person or in your possession?
I found some 22s on the floor, and I picked them up and put them in my pocket.
Tell me more about that.
That's it. I found some.
Okay. What'd you do with them?
I put it in my pocket.
And then what'd you do with them?
Nothing. They were just in my pocket.
Okay. Did you ever see the driver, or you're calling Rashawn, did you ever see him with any ammunition or any spent shell casings? You know what spent shell casings are?
Like, after you done shooting?
Mm-hmm.
I think I had the 223s.
Huh?
I had the 223s from the AR-15.
Who did?
Rashawn.
Why
It
did
was
he?
all through the car.
Okay.
And I guess some of them landed on him.
Okay. Did you have any?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Why would he say that you had them and you dropped them?
He said I had them.
Yes.
He's lying. I never had that.
Okay.
I never had no shell casing that was empty.
Okay.
I only had those little 22s that I found on the ground.
White Dude now shifts his story, claiming that he may have touched the gun. The incriminating evidence wouldn't have let him separate from the crime, but an investigation later made a shocking discovery. White Dude had touched the gun, but it was Remi Cordova who ruthlessly shot Pamela to increase his ranks in the gang. On June 30th, 2023, Nishan Johnson was charged with first-degree murder and sentenced to 35 years in prison, followed by 14 years of parole. Due to the gravity of the crime, Remi was tried as an adult. On December 12, 2024, he was charged with first-degree murder and charged with 40 years plus 8 years for attempted murder. white dude, received no punishment since he was found innocent.
They didn't go there. You didn't get in his car and say, hey, I'm going to murder a kid and I'm going to come home. No, that's not what happened.
It wasn't supposed to happen.
Exactly.
At just 14 years of age, Arianna Ramirez sits in front of detectives accused of the brutal murder of 17-year-old Gerardo Daniel Trevino. With a cold silence, Arianna is interrogated for a murder over a drug deal. But this isn't some teenage drama, and she's about to walk right into a trap designed for exactly this kind of performance. Arianna expected her mom to be on her side and that it would help mull things over, but that expectation was far from reality. And what follows next would only show cracks in Arianna's arrogance. Arianna seems like a tough nut to crack, but was Arianna really a part of a murder that happened over a drug deal? On July 6, 2018, Arianna Ramirez, who was 14 at the time, and two others planned to meet a group of people for what was supposed to be a drug deal in Avondale, Arizona. But under the guise of a deal, they had planned to rob the people. And in a grim turn of events, the evidence of the altercation showed that Arianna suggested killing the victims. During the robbery, Arianna's boyfriend, Luis Carbajal, pulled out a gun and shot a 17-year-old boy who tried to run away, resulting in the boy's death. This made the detectives book Arianna as a prime suspect to this murder, but Arianna remained completely heartless during the interrogation. So to break her silence, her mom was brought in. This would eventually help connect the dots to a calculated homicide.
If you ever run away, can you understand me? I know what that is. Oh, there's my job. I feel sure. I can't even think right now. No. Oh, Arianna, what is going on? Can you get out the room? They told me to come inside. Let's okay. Wow, stop. Oh, I don't want to. Can you get out the room if you don't doing that? Oh, why are you cleaned up on this movie? It's really loud. No. Don't forget to if I take things people will come in the house if you can trust it. Oh my God. Can you stop? You don't care what your mom's feeling, Arianna. I do, but I don't. Just be truthful, honey. That's all I'm asking. You know the senior child, man. I don't. I was on the phone the whole time everything happened. Trying to text him. Until I didn't mention. So you were there, Nothing? Nothing. Did you tell you nothing? Oh, I trusted you, baby. You can tell the truth, Daddy. You need to tell the truth, Daddy, if you know something. If you saw something. I didn't see anything. I was on the phone. It's so serious, man. It's so serious, man. Can you stop? Can you stop? I'm worried for him, Nutty. I told you to always choose the way for you.
Arianna's cold and emotionless attitude shows how much of a manipulator she is. Her mother seems like she can take a bullet just to make her daughter do the right thing. Yet Arianna tries her hardest to defy that by not naming any of the culprits, such as Felix Rios. At this point, Arianna's mom realizes that there's no hope for her daughter and decides to let Arianna face the harsh consequences of her actions.
Where is he? I don't know. I did not ask him. If you know, you need to say something. I don't know anything else on the phone when anything happened. Nothing. You're my baby. I never would have thought you would be. You know, stupid idiots. They're idiots, Sonny. Losers, and your dad was right. I should have never let you talk to me. Never let you have a boyfriend. I apologize to talk to you. You're scared of my dad, that's all. No, I'm worried about you. You're my baby, you're my child. I don't know. I was on the phone trying to text you. What's the news on the other kid? I don't know. Where did I know his name? Please cooperate with them. I don't know what to say. But tell them what you know. Tell them what you know. I don't know who he is. I don't know the other guy's name. I don't know who shot who. I don't know nothing.
I find it kind of sad that your boyfriend and his little punk friends are getting more respect than your own mom is. But that being said, we're done for today. But having to look at your mom cry over something that you were involved in with a kid that you've known maybe a month.
It's hard for me to swallow. I gotta have people like that in my house.
It's pretty sad.
I know where I'm at.
So I can't not tell you this. And the fact that I explained to you, and we're recording this conversation. We recorded the entire time. That you knew who you were in it with, where you were. I'm not seeing it to be me, I'm just seeing the fact. That you were in that car and you can be charged just as easily as the other people in that car. Just because I don't arrest you and charge you with something doesn't mean that a prosecutor won't look at your behavior today and just say, you know what, she didn't cooperate with the detectives, we're going to charge her. That can happen, and I have to tell it to you so that nobody can say I didn't. Okay? I'm not trying to scare you or anything, I'm just letting you know. So I can go on record and say, I told them the consequences of their actions. Do you understand that, Arianna? Okay? And now I've said it in front of your mom so she knows just as well what the consequences of you not cooperating with us are. With that being said, right now we're waiting for a judge to sign a warrant for your apartment. Okay. So as of right now, we can't let you guys back into your apartment because it's considered an evidence hold right now until this search warrant is either approved or not. Okay. You're welcome to go sit there and watch, but you can't go. You can't go in your apartment. Once the search warrant, if it is approved by a judge, then we'll go obviously search for some of the things that we're looking for in this case. And then once we're done, we'll give it back to you.
So they can't go home right then, what else?
You can't go inside. You can't go inside. You can go hang out in the office, or I know they have a movie room and stuff like that. You guys can head back over there. But you just can't go back inside your apartment right now. And we'd like you to be there when we're done, so you can say, okay, we're done, you guys can have it back. Okay. Shouldn't take too long. It's not very big. It's fairly orderly and stuff. Okay. Were you able to get Arianna's phone number, new phone number? Do you know your phone number? Arianna?
It's on my phone. It's like, if you log in. I don't know what my memory is because about it.
You want me to be on the phone? Sure.
Although Arianna seems like a cold-blooded criminal, her mother still acts as her advocate, almost like a third detective. This is due to the fact that Arianna is a minor and therefore is legally bound to receive protection from a guardian. But since Arianna is not willing to listen to her mother's advice, the detectives are about to adopt an aggressive interrogation method to put 2 and 2 together.
Would you be okay if we just fingerprinted your car and did any DNA swabs on it? Are you okay with that? Okay. And that should only take us maybe about 10 minutes or so. You'll fill out a consent to search form. Explain it to you. Obviously, you have the right to deny it. You don't have to allow us to fingerprint it or take DNA from your car. And once we start the process, if you want us to stop, you at any time you can tell us to stop. Okay. Arianna, we obviously are doing our investigation, and DNA is part of that. Would you be willing to allow vehicle swabs to be collected from you today? Just it's like a cotton tip, like the little thing you put in your ears. But instead we swab it on your inner cheek, and that gives us a DNA profile for you. Let me ask you a couple of questions real quick. We know you were in the suspect vehicle. Did you drive the car? So your DNA is not going to be on that steering wheel. Right? So we're getting evidence to show certain people in certain places. It corroborates what we already know. Did you fire a gun at anybody? So you've been shooting. Okay. So if we find this weapon, your DNA is not going to be on it. Very easy, right? Are you okay with us collecting your vehicle swabs? It's just a cotton tips, so we collect them. So any evidence that we find from the scene, from the suspect vehicle, from the victim vehicle, we can have the DNA compared to yours and whoever else is involved. It's literally a Q-tip and you swab the inside of your cheek like 5 times. It's 2 seconds. It's only about 15 or 20 seconds. But again, you don't have to. I'm asking for your consent. No? Okay. So you can take the search form for your vehicle. I'll pull up the license plate and stuff in a minute. And you can fill out anything you actually know. Say it.
My driver's license, or is that plates?
It's a license plate. So when we walk down there, I'll pull it up and hear your license plate number. And then if you just want to read through these, initial each one, and then I already put the date and time on it, you sign right there.
So initial
Yes, initial each one, so you know you're ready.
Okay. Okay. This is that I do not have to consent.
Yeah, you do not. It's voluntary.
Oh,
and
okay.
you can refuse it at any time.
Oh, okay. So just that I acknowledge it.
Right.
Okay.
So when we're down there, we'll process it in front of you.
And then second.
Yes. I worked a serial killer case once, and the girlfriend wouldn't even tell me that the guy existed. Yeah. He killed 3 people after the murder that I was missing.
He killed you.
Killed 9 people that we know of. But the one that ICE was there for, the girlfriend, his girlfriend, the killer's girlfriend, did exactly what he did.
Oh my God, what are you talking about?
And, but he could, because he's still on the loose and no one's telling me where he's at.
I don't.
Or having to hold him or cooperating in any way whatsoever. Let me ask you one more question before we go downstairs and start processing the car. Because you did acknowledge you were in the back seat and all that stuff. Did you ever see the victim with a gun? Did they ever shoot at you guys and put you guys in fear or anything like that?
I really did everything. Because one of the girlfriends posted and he had a gun him.
In a picture, but in real life, when you actually saw him.
Yeah.
So when you were at the Taco Bell parking lot, you saw the other guys, not Jesus, your driver guy. They had guns. Which one?
I don't know what it's called.
Like, what does he look like?
It's black. He's asking what does this guy look like that has a gun.
Or the gun.
Or the Like, are you talking about the other guy?
Yeah, the guys that you guys went to meet. Did one of those two guys have
It was in the passenger seat, that's all. I don't know who it was.
Okay. But they never picked it up, or did they? Did you see it?
No, I didn't. Yes, when I was trying to text my mom. He's asking if the other people had a gun.
Right.
The other people. Yeah. And you saw that.
It was in the passenger seat of their car.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what I seen in I was trying to text my mom.
How long after you saw that did you hear the gunshot?
Well, when I heard it, I kind of froze up, and I didn't look right away. I just went like this, and and I couldn't really see.
Arianna's mother is so invested in her case, as if she's the one who's guilty. Involving the mother to break through Arianna's defense was a risky move by the detectives, and fortunately, this plan worked. The moment Arianna starts opening up, the detectives noticed something crucial. Seeing this opportunity, the detective does not hesitate to capitalize on it and further break down her defenses, leading them closer to the truth.
And you basically went straight to mom's. That's correct, right? Keeping my parts out the brightest, you know, it's Facebook, GPS location on. So we know. Did what did they talk about it before? What did they say? Yeah. Like right after you left Taco Bell with her. So you were talking about it back.
You're just talking about how at first we started fighting or something, and after just drop her off. Drop me off.
Did you ask to be dropped off?
I was supposed to.
Was anybody? You weren't hurt, right? Obviously. Were the other two guys you were with when they hurt? No? Or were you thinking about getting punched or anything like that?
Or I just know that they started fighting.
Because you saw it or they told you?
No, because I had looked and I seen I just seen them on cars. Like by the car. Yeah.
How many on cars? Two guys are fighting your boyfriend.
Well, not, like I couldn't really see because the car, okay, it's not like two windows.
Right.
So I couldn't really see.
The car you're in, it only has two doors, right? So it's a small window. Is that right? Do you know what kind of car it is? Did you have to climb into the back seat to get into the back seat? Or was there like just a door you could get into it?
I don't know.
Was that actually Jesus just kind of got ready? Take the bus away.
Well, we go back to the mom's, we can't go inside.
Not until we do our search warrant.
Is there anything in my house that doesn't belong there?
Basically, we know that
No.
there's no guns in the house.
Just mine. I lied to them that I had it.
Smart parent. Smart because teenagers do dumb things with guns. Right? Your old phone is in there. The phone we have is the new phone. So that's in there. You communicated with cards on that phone before you got your new phone, correct?
No, I was using another phone, but my dad took that one. So that's not the one about the new one. I didn't use it.
Is there anything else in that your guys' apartment that will help us that you can think of? Notes, diaries, anything you wrote down? Like tonight I saw one of your kids about. There's a computer in there on the table. Did you ever use that?
I mean, I use it. Exercise.
That's why there's all these. Okay. You got dropped off. And then you had taken to get gas. They ran out of gas. Did that ever come up? They said they ran out of gas. No? But let me ask you about it. And you talked to him at least more than once since Friday night. In person? Just over her phone. So it's hiding.
I didn't ask for anything.
Because you're scared?
No.
You're obviously scared because you won't talk to me because you're afraid he's going to shoot you up.
No, I just don't. Not good for that. Just,
So you don't fear him yourself. You don't think he's going to do anything to you. Right? But you're scared, obviously. That's what you told us. I don't want to tell you.
I just don't, like.
The fact that Arianna wants to protect Jesus and Felix shows that she has no empathy for the victim. And the worst part is that even after all this, her mother has to bear with this trouble just because her daughter is a young teen. Now that Arianna's deafening silence has begun to break, the investigators are about to use another accusatory evidence to trap her even more.
You already told me you saw the other guy had a gun that was on the passenger seat of his car. Yeah? You saw a picture of one of those guys holding the gun, right? So that's worth pointing out. Those other people have guns too. And I would like to find your boyfriend today, but without him knowing about it, because that's the safest possible thing, is he's just walking around and all of a sudden a bunch of guys grab him. That way he doesn't get hurt. That's the safest thing that could possibly happen to him right now. Does that make sense? But there's not just me looking for him. There's also the victim's friends and family. They're all gangbangers too. What we have here is a gangbanger got shot by another gangbanger. You don't think that those gangbangers are looking for Jesus right now? They are. They told me. They're finding him before I do. Can you help us find Jesus?
If they know they know where I am.
So,
they're like not in the game, but they're I don't know how to explain. No, not them. The other.
Oh yeah, the other guys. Those guys are in the game. The other guys?
Yeah, no.
I worked cashing as a patrol officer for 7 years when I became a detective. I have known both the guys that were there that were fighting your boyfriend. One of them is now dead since they were 8 years old. I know the families. I know by first name. I didn't even have to get out of the car. That's so dead. No, since he was a kid. I know that neighborhood better than anybody in this apartment. And I'm telling you right now, those guys are a game. Or a little clique, whatever you want to call it. They're a game. Stop it. I know. I'm here to tell you because I've arrested all of those people. More and more. So, things to think about, because you haven't thought about every little thing that you can do. Just thinking, I'm going to be smart enough. Okay? But I don't think you've thought about a lot of things. But I want you to go and meditate on those for a while, okay?
I'm close with
Close with them?
Yeah. Like, close friends.
Of the guys that live here in Cash. Which ones? Well, did you recognize the two guys that were standing there?
Mm-hmm.
So you knew them from before.
Yeah.
Did you hook them up with carbs?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did carbs know to talk to these guys?
They were, I thought they were cool because they were talking laughing, and then everything just changed.
That's what they said too. It was weird because everything was done and over with. They had already done whatever they were supposed to do, is that correct? Like when they went there to sell and trade guns and drugs with each other. That's what they were there for. They had already completed that transaction. Right?
I don't know what they were going to do.
But whenever it was, you think that it was over or had it just begun? You know what I'm saying? Like, what stage of the deal were they in? Did Carbs get anything out of it? Or did he sell them anything or buy anything? Did he come back with it? Like, hey, this is what I got. Did you see anything in the thing when he came back? Just a gun. You know what happened to the gun? Did you take it when he left you? Do you leave it in the car? Like when you got dropped off, was that?
Better not be in the car, Nanny. No.
Yeah, you were in a different car. When you got dropped off, they were in their car. And then your mom took them to get gas in her car, right? That's what happened. You didn't see him throw a gun away, put it in the back seat in the truck of the car. You don't know what happened to it. But last time you know that he had a gun was when he got back in the car and you guys left.
After we went to Fry's.
Right, you left Fry's and it's in the car. You never saw him get it.
Even though Arianna doesn't provide a clear-cut confession, she's definitely getting a strong reality check of what is yet to come. So this is the moment when Arianna realizes that the walls of questioning are about to cave in on her, leaving nowhere left to run.
You know, we were coming off a major road or coming to the neighborhood. She's asking so I can validate some things that I already know. Because they have cameras, there's Big Fry's. There's a pharmacy that has some cameras. If you don't know, you don't know. Next thing, Carbs just turned 18.
What?
You know that? Did you know how old he was? I mean, you knew he was a little older than you.
I knew. He was 6. And I told her, I'm like, don't you think that's a little too old? 18, Arianna.
You're 14. I know there's a misconception out there among kids that your juvenile get treated differently, and part of that's true, but also it's not true. You got to, like when you get arrested as a kid, a lot of juveniles have to get away with it. Like they're not going to do anything, they're not going to go to prison, they're whatever.
When you're like a teenager?
If you're 14, if you were to do a shoplifting at a 14-year-old, yeah, you go to juvenile detention, right? It's not like going to big boy jail. Detention, yeah. And then you
That's
get,
when you looked up or like
detention is like kid jail, basically. They keep the kids separate from the adults.
No.
So, with him being older, even if he was 17, you're 14, kind of big bad boy, older, impressionable young girl. These kids, he's a kid. Yeah, they're not as tough as they pretend. That's all I'm saying. He's not as bad as he pretends to be. Obviously, he does some bad stuff, but it's pretty stupid. Do you think that or any of these game makers are actually really tough guys? Like,
I don't think it was compassionate. I don't think it was compassionate.
But you think Carbs is. implied that that's cash and harm if you're just out of the stupid. Some of them are. There are some bad dudes in cash. The guys you tell me they're not.
Arianna's silence to reduce the gravity of this murder failed drastically, but was it justified to try her as an adult? After the hearing on May 16, 2019, Arianna was charged with 2 counts of first-degree homicide. She was also indicted for 1 count of conspiracy to commit armed burglary and conspiracy to commit first-degree homicide. Arianna was also charged with 1 count of aggravated assault. Despite Arianna being 14 years old, Arianna is supposed to be charged as an adult. Due to this, she might receive a life sentence with a chance of parole after 25 years. Felix Rios is also expected to receive a similar verdict. Jesus, the main shooter, might face life in prison or the death penalty, depending on the course the trial takes.
911 is John. What's the address emergency?
Hi, there is an emergency. I found something in my son's closet wrapped in a plastic bag.
Okay, what was it?
I think it's a human head.
It's a what?
I think it's a human head.
Okay, so parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hand.
He called me this morning and he said, found a wallet in Brian's car. And the officers thought that there was blood on his car. Okay. The night that it was in the river. Okay. The scene, and, you know, he had just had a procedure done on his armpit a few days before, so I thought maybe the adrenaline opened that back up, and that's where it came from. I don't know. And he said, I don't know where it came from. And he took special effects class last summer, which involved fake blood. Okay. And he's like, you know, one of those fake blood containers first in my trunk is probably that. And I was like, okay, that makes perfect sense. So we have the car towed back to the address. And of course, with the battery being wet, you know, nothing was operating. And so my husband was cleaning out the car because he was going to take it into Scotty's to see if they could maybe salvage it. Okay. And he found the wallet.
Although Terry tried hard to believe what her son said and make peace with what she'd seen, Brian's father, Brian Cohee Sr., added a few more observations that were concerning.
Went back out there this morning just to continue, and I opened the glove box and there was a knife in the glove box, underwater. The glove box is full of water, very large knife. And then as I go around the passenger door, I open the passenger door and there's a wallet in between this door and I open up. That's not Brian's wallet. It's frozen solid. That's not Brian's wallet. So I take him inside and I end up getting one of the wads of cards out. There's a labor ready. I read that. So I called labor ready. And then another one, there was a social security card. I was like, hey, this is a weird call, but I've got a wallet here with so-and-so's name, and I'm hoping he works for you all, or he subbed him out or whatever. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, my one, we've been missing him. Yes, he didn't show up today. I'm like, oh my God, no, I'm a missing person. Okay, well I found his wallet at Blue Hen Boat Ramp. So here's my name, here's all my information. If you get a hold of him, tell him I've got his wallet here at my house. Okay, so I left that like that. Called Brian. Brian, what's going on? Why is there a wallet in the car? Oh, I found it down at the boat ramp when I was down there walking around. And he was so sincere. I took it all. I want to believe him. He's my son. Sure. We found out, Brian, how come, and all this going on in the last 2 days, how come you didn't tell us about the wallet? Dad, I was just so excited with all the goings on. My car getting towed. Look at this wet now. It won't start. I just didn't think about it. I didn't think it was important, Dad. I'm like, Brian, who is this Warren whatever guy? Dad, I swear to you, I only know one Warren. He's my school friend. It's not him. I believe him. There's blood on the bumper. Right. And I'm like a smear of blood. And I'm like, that didn't come from that cut. And I asked him, Brian, you tell me the truth. I knew. I didn't want to believe it. Something was going on.
Had that gut feeling.
As their suspicions grew, Brian's father called the organization on the ID, People's Ready, about Warren Barnes' wallet that was found in Brian's car and found that he was indeed missing. An investigation was started to find 69-year-old Warren Barnes. He was homeless but was quite popular in downtown Grand Junction. There were already a number of people looking for him the day after Brian's car went into the river.
All the time.
So every morning it's around 6?
Yeah.
Without fail?
Without fail. And he's the nicest guy ever. Rough looking, but he is the nicest guy.
It wasn't just this lady who was concerned for Warren. Warren was also often seen sitting in a chair reading books behind a bridal shop owned by Monique Lenati. Monique was also equally concerned for Warren. The last time she'd seen Warren was on the same night he went missing.
How do you know Warren?
I own Monique's Bridal downtown, and I give him a chair to sit and read his books. And
homeless gentleman?
He's not homeless. He stays in a place. He pays for a room. I thought it was the Melrose, but I've been all day kind of just trying to find him. And she doesn't rent rooms to anyone, so we're trying to find out where there's like little apartments that would be super cheap, because he works for a company that does just like temp agency, and they were the ones that actually contacted me because he's never missed work, and they know that he sits behind my shop. So
when was the last time you saw him?
Saturday, 5 o'clock. I said, I'll see you tomorrow, Warren, and he was like, okay, meaning he planned on coming down on Sunday, and then he did not show up. I hope you guys find him. I hope he's okay. If anything, I just hope you find him so that we can start the next process of whatever, because I don't know. I just have a really bad feeling because it's unlike him.
Turns out Monique's intuition about Warren was right, for what came next was an absolute nightmare for everyone.
911 is John. What's the address emergency?
Hi, there is an emergency. I found something in my son's closet wrapped in a plastic bag.
Okay, what was it?
I think it's a human head.
It's a what?
I think it's a human head.
Why do you think it's that?
Because it looks like it's all an ear.
Is it bloody, or does it like anything like that?
Just can you just come? Do I have to take a picture and send it to you?
What's the address? Is your son there now?
He just pulled up. We wanted to make sure he was here before we called.
How old is he?
19. He's had a little bit of a fascination with the morbid, but he was channeling it, I thought, into becoming a crime scene investigator, but not so much.
Do you think he's going to be cooperative with us?
I don't know. I don't think he'll be violent. Just came back from his friend's house.
Does he have any weapons in his room, or do you guys have any in the house?
I don't know. I think that he has a shotgun, but we can certainly remove it immediately before he gets in his room. He's out by the car now, so.
Is the bag still in the closet?
No, it's in my kitchen sink. And there's a secondary bag that I have not opened. It's currently covered with a towel.
And there's a second bag?
Yeah, there's a second bag, though I don't know what's in it. I didn't open it.
I'm sorry. Did he took the second bag out of the closet?
I took the second bag out of the closet and put it in the sink.
Where's Brian now?
I think he's still outside.
And you're in the backyard now?
I am, yes, because I don't want him to hear me.
As Brian's mother spoke with the responders about her grim discovery and the horrifying secrets her son had been hiding from her, she pointed out two things. First, Brian had an interest in dark and morbid subjects, which he was channeling into preparing for a career as a crime scene investigator. Second, she emphasized that she did not think Brian would be violent if approached. These 2 points are crucial and will become more significant as the facts of the case come to light. But how did Brian's mother find the dismembered head in Brian's room?
He has a Rubbermaid container in his closet. And so I just kind of started digging through, going, what is this mess? Like moms do. And I saw a plastic bag, a white plastic trash bag. And I was like, what in the world does he have in here? And I picked it up, and it was heavy. And I held it in my hand. And I was like, what in the world is this? What in the world? Is it like maggots covering something? Or I don't know. I better take it in the sink. So I carried it out to the sink, and it was double bagged. So I ripped open one bag, and I saw gold blood. And I went, I ripped open the second bag. This one is it. It's so beautiful. So I didn't open the second Big bag. Okay.
Based on her 911 call, when detectives finally go to their residence to check the claims, Brian is already there. Observe how Brian reacts when a detective approaches him and asks about the claims made by his parents.
What's going on, man? So, parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
For a 19-year-old, Brian is rather calm, even after admitting to having the head and hands of a man in his closet. His calmness is in fact disturbing to watch. Brian says at once that he's going to cooperate with the detectives. Although he does admit to having these dismembered parts of a man, he also seems to sound proud of his work. The detective nevertheless decides to see for himself.
I'm gonna have you walk over here. You're gonna sit in the back of my partner's patrol car for a minute, okay? Not yet. Okay. Just sit back there and hang out for me, okay? Can you walk me inside, please?
Let's walk you off through what happened in the beginning.
Okay.
Let me do it. You go inside.
Well, let's stay out here with me for a minute.
Sit down. Come on, sit down, baby.
Can I go in there and verify here
Oh,
first?
yeah, please. We haven't
that?
seen it. Yeah, we
Okay.
haven't looked at it.
It's under the towel in the sink.
Okay.
Yeah, Annie, stay with your mother. Give her a...
Just make sure that guy goes in the car first.
I can stay here. You can go in the same place. I had a bad feeling about what happened this weekend.
Okay.
She said there's a bag in this closet, and she opened it up. And she called me and said, get over here right now. I covered it with a towel.
Okay.
I didn't want him to see it because we didn't want him to run. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
After finding the head in the sink, if you are thinking that this can't get any worse, you're wrong. With the evidence found in Brian's car along with the severed head in the plastic bag, it was now confirmed that Warren was not missing, but had been murdered and dismembered by Brian himself.
Okay, Brian.
Thank you.
No problem, sir. So walk with me. We're gonna walk right this way, okay?
You're fine with me not being in cuffs.
I'm fine with you not being in cuffs.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Brian. Open this door for me, please. Just walk forward for me, Brian.
Oh, I should have a mask.
You're okay. Don't worry about it, okay? Keep on walking. Keep going. Take another left. Hard left. Right here. Right here. Sorry. All right. So have a seat, and we'll be with you in a moment, okay? Thanks, Brian.
After his arrest, Brian was taken to the Mesa County Sheriff's Office in Colorado. This was where he diligently confirmed the location of the crime scene as he was questioned by detectives Peter Berg and Lisa Norcross.
Underneath this side? I was on this side underneath the bridge.
Okay.
Where I did it.
So, it just did that trailer, so I don't lose track of where I'm at here. It's okay. Oh, push it. Glare.
Tell me to jump.
Thanks. That's all right.
I hope I'm being cooperative.
Oh, you're doing great.
No use.
So you could have just walked over here.
I could have. It's no use trying to deceive Vaughn.
So if that's north, that'd be east, so it's more on the west side of Crosby.
It is the west side.
And you threw... What all did you throw while you were there? I mean, how many pieces am I looking for?
There are two pieces of arm. This section and this section.
Okay.
Just in this general area. I couldn't say where they are.
Under Broadway at Crosby.
And then the body, you know where Blue Heron is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was done there.
Okay. Down the little ramp there.
Yeah, the little ramp.
After his confirmation, detectives arrived at the crime scene. What they saw was beyond their imagination.
It's right here.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah. Because there's an arm.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Good search ever.
There's an arm, there's another arm.
Okay, hold on. Do some pictures. Start right now.
There's another one.
I don't have a clue. Okay.
This is like something out of TV.
Yeah. Just having a discussion with the deputy chief about how these kids don't have any remorse. right here's a leg. Well, it could be the upper arm or a leg.
Well, there's 3. There, and there.
Pieces down there,
Parts of Warren's dismembered remains were found near the Grand Avenue footbridge near Crosby Avenue. A gruesome crime like this was beyond comprehension. As we now move to observe Brian's interrogation, you'll see that his detailed accounts of the way the crime was committed, his well-articulated rationale, and his personality are quite intriguing. Brian's willingness to casually admit to taking someone's life without any display of remorse or concern for the victim's suffering is a hallmark of a disturbed psyche. Let's take a closer look at his interrogation.
This is Lisa.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, yeah.
Good, thanks.
Not really good. Can you trade me seats? Sure.
Ooh, that's okay, right?
No, this is the special chair because it's softer and I'm old. So, we never met, have we?
No.
Can you, it's Brian, walk me through, how do you spell your last name?
You want my full name or my last name?
Your full name, good.
Thomas Cohee, C-O-H-E-E, Junior or the second, whichever one.
Okay. And what's your birthday, Brian?
January 10th, 2002.
And your address?
Which one?
How many do you have?
Well, there's my dad's address and there's my mom's address.
Which one do you live at, both or one or?
I sleep at my mom's.
Okay.
But I often visit my dad's every day. Occasionally, like maybe once a week, I'll just stay at my mom's, but yes, almost every day I go over there, evenings, mornings.
I'll be right back. Okay. What's your mom's name?
Terry Cohee.
What's your dad?
Ryan Joseph Cohee, Sr.
Joseph?
Yeah.
And do you have a phone?
Not on me.
You own one?
I do.
What he fails to understand is that both Detective Berg and Detective Norcross are being equally friendly in their conversation in order to eliminate his chances of pleading not guilty by reason of insanity. What catches their attention is his straightforward admission to murdering someone without any hesitation. The most concerning observation is the apparent absence of empathy and remorse. It almost appears like he wants to sound like a psychopath.
So, can we go back over, I didn't quite understand the dates or what ended up to the body. You said you tried, but it didn't work out. Let's go back.
What do you want to know?
Just start back at the beginning and go slow and tell me as many details as you can remember.
So, because I mean, Murray going to jail for the 15 years probably.
I have no idea.
Because
we're at the beginning.
It's murder. I mean, I'm going to jail for 20 probably, but so I figure, why fight it?
Okay. So what's important to me is to learn as much about you and what you did and as I can.
Well,
as many details as you can give me, the better.
I drive a 2007 Ford 500.
Okay.
And I keep a small 18-inch bat in there for self-defense. And I'm cruising around for an hour and a half. So I fill up on gas halfway through. And I'm eventually driving underneath the bridge near the sheriff's office. You know, like how... Can I?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you.
And Brian, before you start, you say you have a major depressive disorder. I'm just curious what those are.
Well, actually, I have several. I have high-functioning Asperger's.
Okay.
I have ADHD.
Uh-huh.
And major depressive disorder.
Okay.
Major depressive, so you were wondering what that last one is?
Yeah, I know what they are. I was curious, what the exact diagnosis was and who diagnosed them.
It was Brett Phillips from Lotus Counseling. He,
Brett Phillips from which counseling?
Lotus Counseling. It was, I want to say, years ago.
Okay.
I noticed you got a cut on your hand. Is that from...
Oh,
That was when I was doing gas, when I filled up. I mentioned I filled up gas when I was driving around.
Okay.
I was driving around, I was on a quarter of a tank, so I filled up on gas. What happened was, because I don't want to be seen in a gas station with a knife poking out of my pocket, I put it in the car, the back seat floor. When I'm done with it, I try and grab it, but my hand slips and grabs the blade, and as I pick it up, it slices these 2 fingers.
Okay.
Like,
because a lot of times if you're stabbing like this, it'll slice.
No, and they had a guard. It was one of those knives that was
Where
like...
is it?
Huh? The knife?
Where is it? Yeah.
My dad had it.
Okay.
He found it in my car. And then, let's see. Yeah. And then after that, I stripped his clothes. I cut open his belly to see his guts. They're really pink.
Brian's revelation that his father found the murder weapon in the car's back seat suggests a disorganized nature and a tendency to be easily distracted. This disorganization extends beyond typical ADHD symptoms. Strikingly, Brian openly confesses to disemboweling his victim with excitement, vividly comparing the act to his imagination. This behavior indicates a disturbing detachment from his actions and a concerning level of excitement derived from the violence, raising questions about his fascination with morbidity and what kind of gratification he receives from violence.
And then I cut off his head. I gave him a Glasgow smile. What's that? A Joker smile. Destroyed his eyes by stabbing them in.
Okay.
And then I cut off his hands. I put those in plastic Ziploc bags. And then I cut off his right arm at this joint and at this joint. And then at this arm, I tried cutting it here, and then I tried cutting it here. But what happened was, I accidentally broke his bone. This one, it was poking out. And so I left that one here, partially cut, dismembered here, bone sticking out. And then I left his body there. And then I took the head, put it in a leftover pizza box from the dinner a few nights ago. And then I took the hands, put them in the back, drove home, hid the hands and head in my room, cleaned the knife, threw away the garbage with the blood on it.
Brian's detailed account of dismembering his victim, including abandoning the task due to a broken bone, reveals a disturbing pattern of violence. His distraction and decision to leave the body indicates traits typical of individuals who engage in necrophilia or keep body parts as trophies.
So that's where the Ripper idea came from, because a Ripper will wash away a lot of evidence. Rivers are quite true. And obviously that was botched.
So how long have you been planning or looking for someone to do this with before you found this guy?
About a year.
About a year?
No, 6 months.
So you come close or seen somebody or chickened out or anything in the past?
No. I mean, I was looking for a deliberately secluded place like that one. I wouldn't just go up in Clifton and find someone walking down the street and stab them. No, that's too public. Everyone sees that.
Well, have you looked like at the homeless places or anything in the past?
I have, yes. I would go on night drives often, maybe once every 2 weeks. And I'll just peruse the streets.
Okay. So before this guy, how close had you come in the past?
Not at all.
Not at all? You just drive around?
Yeah, well, just try and find.
You see anybody interesting?
No.
In your mind thought of a plan?
Well, occasionally when you see girls walking down the street, I take a glance at them, because it really is like Ed Kemper, where half of me says, well, I'm quite inept with women. I'm being honest, I'm no Casanova. But half of me says, I want to take that girl home and make her feel nice. And the other half of me, it's just like what Ed said, is I want to see what her head looks like on a stick. So occasionally when I'm driving down the road, if I see someone that catches my eye, I'll just like,
Brian exhibits a strong desire to flaunt his knowledge, especially concerning victim psychology. He confidently discusses targeting high-risk individuals like homeless people and prostitutes, indicating a calculated understanding of the system in his efforts to evade suspicion. However, Brian's comparison of his feelings toward girls to those of serial killer Ed Kemper is alarming. This association with lust and gratification raises concerns about his potential for dangerous impulses.
The next 15 years of my life, book set in stone, prison. If I go back tonight, probably wouldn't have done it. Knowing that, knowing what it felt like, knowing how this will all turn out, I wouldn't have done it.
Well, what did you think it was going to feel like? What did you said you were curious. What did you think it was going to feel like?
I thought it would be the best feeling in the world.
Okay. And you said you didn't feel much of anything.
Excitement.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
But other than that, no.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Brian's admission of regret suggests an internal conflict. While he acknowledges the excitement he felt during the crime, he also recognizes the grim reality of the long-term imprisonment he now faces. This conflict indicates a struggle between the short-lived thrill of the act and the harsh reality of its aftermath.
You took the hand, you took the head, you got both arms off and threw them. Did the legs stay attached?
The legs stayed attached.
Okay. All right. And that went with the body down the river?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the wallet you took? Any other personal items you took home or somewhere else?
No.
No trophy things? That what the wallet was?
Yeah. I was planning to maybe keep a finger.
You haven't got that far yet.
No.
Why a finger?
That's small. Not that much space.
As the interrogation concludes, Brian makes a chilling final remark. He expresses regret that he didn't keep one finger of his victim instead of the head as a trophy, citing that it would have smelled less. This statement unveils a dark desire to possess mementos from his crimes, a trait commonly associated with serial killers. On January 17, 2023, Brian Cohee's trial commenced with a plea of not guilty by reason of insanity. His defense argued that his diagnosed mental health conditions combined with external stressors rendered him insane during the crime. In Colorado, legal insanity hinges on the inability to distinguish right from wrong due to mental illness or defect. The prosecution countered with evidence of Cohee's premeditation and efforts to dispose of the victim's body, indicating an understanding of consequences. The courtroom witnessed emotionally charged testimonies for 2 weeks, including Brian's mother recounting the discovery of a human head in her son's closet nearly 2 years earlier. 2 state psychologists concluded he wasn't legally insane. After 2 days of deliberation on February 3, 2023, the jury found 21-year-old Brian Cohee II guilty of first-degree murder, resulting in a mandatory life sentence without parole. While Brian perceived Warren as just another homeless man with no one to care for him, there were actually many friends and colleagues who cared deeply for him. Many hearts were shattered by Warren's tragic fate. A beloved figure in downtown Grand Junction, Warren was deeply ingrained in the community with numerous friends. To commemorate him, a memorial sculpture now stands in the breezeway between Out West Books and Monique's Bridal. His sister, Geraldine Shipp, described him as a gentle and avid reader. Warren's niece, Michelle Munfrada, expressed the anguish of learning of his suffering, something no one should ever endure. As we scrutinize Brian's behavior during the interrogation, it becomes clear that he closely matches the profile of a psychopath, displaying significant tendencies that point towards this. Specifically, his traits align with those of seasoned, hedonistic serial killers. One aspect contributing to this intricate puzzle could be Brian's distorted view of reality and his exposure to the dark side of the internet, where disturbing content is easily accessible.
You're not leaving, they're keeping you here. You detained. They trying to charge you for a murder. You only 12 years old, Ronnie. Now you getting ready to take your whole life away for some dumb shit.
12-year-old boy Sharon Townsend sits alongside his angry mother as she just realized her son savagely executed a sleeping homeless man, Thomas Zona Trent, with a bullet to his brain.
I can promise y'all to this god-awful day, it would take me about 15 minutes to load that thing up, and you would be embarrassed right now.
No one had imagined the tragedy awaiting 54-year-old Thomas Zona Trent on June 28, 2014. Being a homeless man, Thomas was sleeping outside in a vacant parking lot on 103rd Street in Jacksonville, Florida. Despite being unprovoked, 12-year-old Sharon approached him and shot him once in the head with a .22 caliber at 2:25 a.m. Authorities discovered his body at 7:20 a.m. the same day. Further investigation revealed surveillance footage where Sharon was seen approaching this man with his 16-year-old associate, Daryl Royal. And prior to the murder, Daryl and Sharon were seen arguing with another homeless man who went by the nickname Wolverine. Although Daryl played a major role in Thomas's death, his confessions implicated Sharon as the prime suspect. Knowing this, the police booked Sharon for questioning on July 30th, 2014, and what unraveled next would indicate that there's more to these boys than meets the eye.
There's a shopping center up there on 103rd where sometimes the homeless guys hang out. You ever run across some of them?
They ain't there.
You ever run across homeless guys anywhere?
Well, sometimes at the front near Safari store.
Yeah. What do you know what they go by? Any of their names? Because Daryl knew the guy named Wolverine. They called him Wolf.
Wolverine, the tall one.
Yeah, right, the tall one. Yeah, and that's what I'm asking you. So you know Wolf. Did you know any of the other guys? Did you know Wolf had a brother?
No.
Yeah, he has a brother. Did you know any of the other homeless guys that hung out around that shopping
Wolverine,
center?
I knew him because he always used to walk through the neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, did he? You know what panhandling is? Where they beg for money? Did he always do that?
Sometimes. But usually he'll be out cutting yards or doing something.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Right. Okay. Well, how about any of the other homeless people? Do you ever run into any of them anywhere along 103rd or in that shopping center by Safari or over by Subway?
Like
the liquor store?
Yeah, the pool hall.
The pool hall? Yeah. Which ones do you run into over there? Do you know any of them, what they look like or by name?
It was the black guy that always wearing the red shirt and the hat.
Okay. And then you know Wolf.
Yeah, Wolverine and this fat guy.
Okay. Okay. How about, you know on 103rd where there was an old abandoned Pizza Hut and then an abandoned hamburger place? It was either Rally's or Checkers. You know where I'm talking about? Beside the Chic? It goes,
yeah, where the barbershop at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's McDonald's, then Chic, then the old Pizza Hut, then the old Checker Rally's, and then the back of that, it's a seafood restaurant, and then there's a tattoo place, a tattoo parlor. They call it Nerds Inc. Yeah. That whole plaza, front and back, between there through 103rd, they all have video. They all have very good video. So, I want to know now if this is making any sense to you as to why I'm asking you some of these questions. And
they said a man was over there.
Yeah, what man?
A homeless guy.
A homeless guy? What, have you ever seen the homeless guy over there?
Well, at the end of the year, one time.
Yeah, where was he?
At the tuna. He was sitting on the ground near the tuna thing across McDonald's in the mechanic shop, and everybody was walking from Forest.
Mm-hmm. Did anybody say anything to him, or just left him alone?
No, everybody was people was going across the street, people was walking his way.
Do you know where a wolf lays his head at night, where he sleeps? No.
Usually they all be in that box right there. Like, what store that is right there? It's just no.
Is it the old Pizza Hut by the Chic?
Yeah, near a breakfast store.
Yeah, the Chic.
Yeah,
yeah.
A little box right there.
There's a shed, otherwise known as a shed, a box of shed, same thing. All right. Did you ever see anybody homeless sleeping at that abandoned hamburger place, the Rallies or the
You know, they always used to be either on the side where all the bricks at, or in that little box.
Okay. Did you ever see an older man kind of, sometimes he'd have a walker, white man, older than, smaller and older than Wolf. Wolf's kind of a tall guy. He gets around pretty good. You ever see the guy they call Thomas? Older guy, stringy hair. He's kind of sickly. You know, he got a lot of sicknesses, so he.
I know the black guy named Tommy, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be something like that. Thomas. No, I gotta probably see him first.
Okay.
I know a lot.
See that shirt? See that shirt? Who's this?
Me.
Who is this?
Daryl.
Okay. Do you know when this was taken?
When I was walking to McDonald's.
You think so? It's not walking to McDonald's. What time do you think you're walking to McDonald's at this little incident right here?
Around 10 or 11.
PM? Clock at night?
Yeah.
10, 11? Okay, let me show you something else. Should have read me what that says.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
225.
Right. That's you and Daryl. And this is not near the McDonald's.
Yeah, that's right near the I'm going towards the subway right there.
It is. See that? See what this is? This is 2:25 in the morning on Saturday. The date you can't see is 06/28/2014. And when was that? That was right before your mom reported you missing. You know what I mean? She reported you missing like the 1st of the month, July 1st.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's you and Daryl walking down the sidewalk. See that? Same thing. 2:25 in the morning. See that?
The detective doesn't apply immediate pressure. Instead, she methodically lays down the incriminating pieces of evidence, reconstructing his movements before the homicide. This is when a central figure reemerges, Daryl Royal, an accomplice a few years his senior. Daryl was there when the brutality happened, and his involvement makes him equally accountable for the bloodshed. Furthermore, the detective brings up another man in this situation, Wolverine. Investigative reports reveal that he is a homeless man frequently circling the shopping centers and the vicinity of 103rd Street. Wolverine, who predominantly does yard work to make a living, ran into a drug-related dispute with Sharon and Daryl. This dispute soon became the precursor to Thomas's murder. Reports detail Wolverine enraged Daryl by not repaying what was owed, inciting a homicidal frenzy. Wolverine is also closely associated with the homeless community where Thomas was murdered. Seeing Sharon not admitting his guilt, the detective is about to pressure him to give more details about the gun.
See, I've already heard these stories. I already knew about this knife. I know about it because I know what I've been told, and I know what I can prove, and I know what I've seen on video. Okay?
If we shot him, where'd they done it?
Well, just because you shot him and I haven't showed you a picture of that specific gun, how do you know?
What are you saying? So where'd the gun at?
What did I ask you? I needed two things. I needed to know from your mouth, are you going to say Daryl shot or are you going to say you shot? I need to know which one you're going to say. And then secondly, I need to know what you're going to say happened to the gun. And you may not know. Hell, you got your butt taken out of there. Your mom came and got you. Daryl's mom did not come and get him. I know Daryl's sister was kind of hanging out in West Chase and, you know, he's kind of out there doing what he wants to do. Your mom didn't let that fly. Your mom came and got your behind. So you may not even know. I don't know. I'm not gonna gloss over and make a story up to you. I said I wanted to know out of your mouth what happened to that gun. If you took it and threw it in the river, well then that's what you tell me. If you say Daryl took it and after that, have you seen Daryl since then? Since this?
No.
Okay, so if Daryl had it, you may not even know what he did with it. That could be the truth. I don't know.
After this, they said, I went back over there. They said Daryl got locked up again for something else.
Daryl got locked up around the
10th of the month for a robbery.
Good. Well, they said he got a grand theft charge for car jack jumping, and he crashed.
Yeah.
Then after they said he crashed, I'm like, where? So I rode the bike up the way they say in the Walmart in the middle of the street. So I rode up there, wasn't nothing up there. They was like, oh no, that was somebody else, such and such. Then when a couple of days later I went back, they said he got caught with a deadly weapon, something like that.
Well, whatever they said, it doesn't matter. It's what I can show on paper and what I can prove. And the case that he's involved in is a robbery, and it is involving a car. He did leave in the man's car, and he was caught by the police and bit by a dog. Okay? Yeah. So here's the thing. Don't you think he's very motivated to point the finger at you? I would be. If she and I did something wrong, and I didn't want to get in trouble, it's just common nature. I'm going to blame her. Okay? In the same way, she'd probably blame me. It's what people do. I got kids. She's got kids. That's what kids do. That's what kids do. You know? But here's the thing. There's more that I know that I keep telling you. I can't tell you everything I know. Because if I did, then you'd know it and you'd say it, and then you'd say, the only reason I told you is because you told me. I told you all that because you told me. I can't do that. I can't do it. I got to get to the truth a certain way. Okay? Let's go back to this knife thing. How did you get this knife away from this man?
He was laying on the ground. I went up to go get it from the side right there.
Okay. Where was he keeping it at?
Near this plastic bag.
Okay. What kind of plastic bag?
A plastic bag, a regular.
I know, but I mean, is it like a plastic bag, like a grocery bag? Is it like a bag that you put trash in? Is it like a plastic bag that you carry groceries?
Like a store bag.
Store bag, okay. So it wasn't on him. So you came up and got it from the bag, right? Okay. But he wasn't threatening you at that point with it, right?
Mm-hmm. No, after that, when we were actually, like when we walked past, she was on the ground.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're leaving out the part about, you know, here's. I want you to think about this a second. You tell me that Daryl's got a gun. You tell me that y'all have walked past him. You've seen him. And then you know what else you tell me? I don't know how he got shot. Because you do. And you know what? You know how somebody told you, yeah, I'm not believing that about the whole, you know, knife thing? I'm going to tell you the same thing. If you want to see these people ever in your life, you do not want somebody to point the finger at you and put that gun in your hand. Because you just clearly told me Daryl had that gun. People are not going to just sit back and do nothing about what happens to them. The same way I would expect you to not do that as well. You know, again, your family seems to care about you enough because they're here with you. First and foremost, they came with you. You think Daryl's mom's down here? She's not. She's not. And I can't tell you how many times enough that I know that one of you two shot that man. Now, if you want me to believe it's you, then you keep sitting there acting like it isn't.
What'd you tell her?
We was on the phone, she never...
What'd you tell her?
She never even asked about nothing.
That's not true.
What'd you tell her?
She didn't ask about nothing.
What'd you tell her? I didn't ask you what she asked. I said, what did you tell her about what happened?
She was like, she said, well, we was on the phone first. Then her dad called. Then she said, hold that down. I guess she put it on the three-way. Cause I could hear him talking too, so. Talking about such and such. That boy was on the news, such and such. Damn, I'm talking. What? Then he was like, the detective's coming to our house to come talk to you.
Then after that, they kept talking, so I just set the phone down, put it on speaker, till she hung up. She was like, my dad, I was like, I heard it already. She was like, well, I told her don't tell them my name.
Right, tell the police your name, right?
I said, don't
But see,
tell them my name,
here's the thing. I already knew your name. Because people at Indian Lakes gave me your name already. Because they saw the video as well. Everyone saw this video. And guess what? Everyone said it was you. So I already had your name. She didn't have to give me your name. Do you think we've talked to her?
No, they probably did.
What do you think? What do you think she told us that you said?
I don't care what she said.
Well, what did you tell her?
She pressured you to find out what you did. And you told her about the knife. The story about the knife. Right or wrong?
Mama knew about the knife too. No, my little brother, he was doing, after I set it down, he picked it up. So I wasn't worrying about it. Then he started playing with it, so I took it from him. I washed it off. Then I put dish detergent on it, washed it off, wrapped it up with the tape and napkin, and dropped it in the sewer.
Okay.
Where at?
In front of my house. And asked my little brother, he was right there when I came outside and I dropped it in the sewer.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. No rats chased you out of the... You didn't run because of the rats. You know why? If you, and let me tell you something. If I gotta go and make you a believer, it's gonna be me feeling like maybe you are a cold-blooded killer. You see what's on his head?
Sure.
Right. Ain't nobody needs to run from rats with their shirt on their head. It just doesn't happen. You got a shirt, he's got a shirt on his head, and see, here's the thing. I got your little narrow behind running in that alley too. And it ain't from rats, son. That ain't the only spot. This is the corner. This is a whole video. This video goes from 223 and a half, 224, all the way through the other end of that doggone alley, up to the auto parts, the liquor store. So it's not a question that y'all ran from rats. That is a terrible story. That is terrible. That's the worst one I've ever heard.
That's not no corner right there. That's near the gates.
No, it's not.
The trash can is right here
there,
at the gates,
right.
as soon as you walk out.
And you guys ran. There was a car sitting here, and you guys ran straight down that alley. No question. You weren't running from rats. He's hiding his face for a reason. You don't take your shirt off and hide your head to run from rats. That's just not true. And if you're willing to tell me a lie about that, you've come so far. You've come far enough to understand. Who do you think's going to believe that? No one is going to believe that. And I'll tell you why. Because I will show them conclusive video.
Although Sharon is cracking a bit amid the detective's questions, he doesn't have any remorse for the crime he has committed. On top of that, he even stole Thomas's knife without any clear motive. Additionally, he has the audacity to shift the blame on Daryl instead of taking any accountability. As per the CCTV evidence, Sharon was the only one to fire the shot. In spite of such obvious evidence, Sharon remains silent. To keep up with his absurd stories, Sharon even claims he ran from the scene with his shirt covering his face because he was supposedly scared of rats. But the detective disproves this nonsensical account using the evidence from the CCTV footage. It is at this point the detectives deploy Sharon's mother and grandmother to dismantle his delusions with a ruthless blow of truth.
Which he was. That's true. We found him right on the side of the rallies. He was a homeless man that had a little camp, a little homeless camp.
We was walking past. No, where we leaving from? We leaving from the pool hall. So walked to McDonald's tonight. Man, start talking crazy and that knife that I threw on the sewer that your mom was playing with. That's the one he had.
And hold on a second. He actually claims that you told him to get rid of this knife and he threw it in the sewer.
I don't even know knowledge about a knife. I don't know nothing about no damn knife.
How about you? Right. So you see where we're going already? Okay. Go ahead, baby.
He be on medication.
The black knife that I had.
I don't know.
See, you didn't tell me nothing about Grandma because you're looking at Grandma to confirm your story. You told me specifically that your brother got in
my little brother know his knife I'm talking about. Yeah, my little brother sure do know his knife I'm talking about.
And that's fine. But you told me that Mom told you to get rid of it.
Yeah, she said get it out the house, and I got it out the house.
If it was, I ain't seen. I know I ain't personally seen no damn knife. If I did, hell yeah, don't bring that in here.
Right, but
don't bring nothing in here.
To your knowledge, you didn't tell him to get any knife out of the house. All right, so go on with it. It's okay, because what he says is he ends up throwing the knife in the sewer. Where the police came and parked by your house, there's a field, I guess, grassy area.
Yeah.
And there's a sewer drain pipe thing. He showed me that it's by the house, and there's 2 little drains, and one of them he threw the knife in the drain wrapped up in a towel. Now, here's the thing. I've done stuff where you've had to find guns and knives before in the drains. They only go so far. We'll find it if it's there, and if it's not, it's not. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. So basically, there was a reason he was telling us about this knife. So does that help get you about the knife? Is that about right?
So, walking past the man who was talking, we're walking past, so he was sitting there, and then he had the knife in his hand and ran up on Daryl, so I popped off on him. Then.
What you mean popped off? What,
I punched him in his face.
Oh, okay.
Then we walked to McDonald's, but before we walked to McDonald's, the boy that I went to school with, we started arguing with them. We left McDonald's, that was like, nah, I'm ready to go back around here. So the first shot went off, then he was like, so I walked towards the trash can. Then when he shot the man in his head, we got out of there and went through the cut. Then the next morning we saw the some guy had the recording of the cops picking up the man's body. And that's like a week later, that's when we found out it was on the news.
And then what happened with Zaria?
She had something to do with it?
This how I'ma see it, bro. It's like, let me see.
Let me tell you how I explain it to
It's
you.
like,
what, Zaria knew what?
Like,
you told Zaria what?
She asked about it, but
what? You ain't even saying nothing.
I don't hear nothing either.
Well,
what is you trying to say? I could put it in words. What? What happened? What she got to do with it?
She didn't have anything to do with it, actually. You want me to help you?
If you want to.
All right. And you tell me if I said it right. So basically, Zaria sees it on the news too, and she recognizes both of them. So there's a discussion about what did you do. He explained to her about the situation with his man and a knife. He says he shot at the man once and missed the man, and then Daryl shot at the man once also. Now see how he told you how he popped off? Did you not tell me that you fired a shot at that man? You were the first one to fire a shot? Yeah. And he said it was because the man took 2 steps and lunged real fast at Daryl. But he says Daryl
said come back around, and when we left there,
Daryl
shot
said,
the man in his head and we left.
Okay.
It's ironic how Sharon's statements magically change the moment he sees his mother and grandmother. There is no doubt that Sharon's gangster mindset has no fear of consequences for giving inconsistent information to the detectives. This is when the investigator is about to disclose something that will shatter Sharon's web of lies.
His gray duct tape is marked red on the side, but it's really an all-black knife. And the sewer is right where the detectives parked.
Okay. He couldn't miss it. I know he had to smell or see the water dripping because, his car parked right here, the sewer right there.
Okay. The water was dripping?
A little bit because I was messing with the water hose after I cut the grass.
Okay. So this is your house. What side is your front door? What would you say is your front door? Which one is your front door? If this is the little field you're talking about, where do you walk out the front door?
This the door side of my house, because that's the water hose right there.
Yeah.
My door on this side, and the driveway like coming all the way down to the mailbox, because the mailbox on the corner.
Okay.
Then it's the grass like right on the side. It's the sewer. You can see it. Then it's the other one across the street.
Okay. Now, did your mom actually tell you to get rid of it, or you just get rid of it yourself?
No, she didn't say that. She said, get it out the house. So that's the first thing I thought about, washing it off and just putting it, dropping it somewhere. Because the first time, and I was thinking about it, I threw it the first time down cause like on the side of my house in my backyard, but it's all bushes right there, like stand up. So then somebody else had it next to it. When I threw it, I found it again, like, no way, just drop this in the sewer. But it's sitting, the farthest sitting wasn't floating because that's metal in there. It was, when I looked at it, it was still sitting right there, but it probably did float away now.
All right, now, with you doing the first pop, you, where'd you get the gun from?
From there towards the back.
And when is this?
We was walking to McDonald's, and I was about to walk to McDonald's. Cause like every time we come here, the lady she'll tell us we can't come in and go through the drive-thru.
The McDonald's lady?
Yeah, she'll be like, go through the drive-thru.
Okay.
But last time we went, the other lady, she lived in Indian Lakes, but she knew somebody booking her house. And the boy that did it, they'll be with him, so she was like, oh no, y'all can't do it because y'all don't got no car, such and such. So we waited at the pool hall. Was talking to Wolverine and all on, they still out there, waited until she pulled off. Went back up there, the lady let us get it. But when we was walking there, he then
Why would he have given you the gun? What was the purpose of that?
to hold it real quick.
Okay, but did you need to hold it, or was there something bothering you?
No, he had like, I had on jeans, he had on basketball shorts that day. He was like, I don't got nowhere to hold this at, so hold this real quick. I'm like, oh, so I just put it up.
You know, in the video, he has on khaki shorts, plenty of pockets.
Them basketball shorts she had on.
They're cargo shorts. Promise. They're cargo shorts. And it doesn't matter who had the, whether you started with it, whether he started with it. Was there ever a time that you guys walked down the road by Taco Bell to some boy named Bobby's house? During that.
I don't remember what time that was.
Did you remember walking to some kid named Bobby's house?
Yeah, OG Bobby, yeah.
OG Bobby? How old is OG Bobby?
I don't know.
Is he your age or more close to?
Like, where I met Bobby at? I met Bobby playing basketball, but I only went over his house a few times, but I didn't even talk to him like that.
Do you remember going with Daryl that night down to his house to see if he was...
That one time, but after we split, I don't know if Daryl went back there.
Okay, did you go that?
There. Yeah, it was scary.
Was it that night?
Yeah, it was dark. Yeah, it was that night we went over there. It was dark. But
all right, do you remember going into the apartments by the McDonald's? That's the name of the road is La Ventura.
In the back of the McDonald's, so we had to cut through there.
Yeah. Did you get in a fight with anybody there?
I really wasn't no fight. It was like somebody arguing, then you ready to swing and somebody stopped it.
Okay.
They try to blame it all on you. I told you hang with the wrong crew. Told you. You only 12 years old, Ronnie. Now you getting ready to take your whole life away for some dumb. Now they done pitted everything on you. What you gonna do now? You better get the oh my goodness, boy. So now what?
Well, it's kind of a tough situation. at this point in the time, he actually asked for you to come back here. So obviously, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring you back here. I would have liked to continue trying to.
So when we leaving?
You're not leaving. They're keeping you here. You detained. They trying to charge you for a murder. You wasn't supposed to sign no paperwork. You wasn't supposed to talk without me being in here with you. You wasn't supposed to say not a word. All you had to do is say you talk to your lawyer. But you don't know. You on your medication. You don't know. You don't got no good sense right now. You can tell them anything they want to hear. Or you just don't know what you got yourself into. They got Zara done told on you. They got that girl out there.
What that girl?
Which one you think?
Deja?
He blamed it on you. So basically they want you to say he was the one that did the shooter. You didn't put yourself at the scene already. So you got something to do with it. You wasn't supposed to say not a word. You wasn't supposed to sign no paper. Did you read that paper? You ain't understand what it said, did you? You know you getting ready to have to go to jail. They probably charge you as an adult and you gonna have to go to the county jail. So I was just sitting here, your dad just told me, let you know, get yourself prepared. They're gonna try to get you a lawyer.
Your phone still working?
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, but you're all no, you can't put your hands on it.
Why?
Because they told Facebook pictures.
I'm calling my dad.
Facebook pictures. They got you all on Facebook, dummy. On my phone in the car. I can't even call nobody.
What car?
John out there. They got witnesses.
We got no witnesses.
Who?
Who witness?
Well, they got people saying, Sharon, you was there at this, you had something to do with it.
Who's the witnesses?
I don't know. I know I seen a picture of Zaria and the girl Deja out there. I guess everybody blaming everything on you. Even the boy Daryl said you did it. You shouldn't even say nothing. Now you sitting here looking all stupid. You don't know this is serious? You ready to take your whole life away for nothing. Doing something you ain't had no business doing. Ron, you only 12 years old. This is my thing. You only 12. You don't know. You don't have no friends. None of that. I'm your friend. You see, I'm the only one up here with you. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't. All I can tell you, what? They want you to say, what you call it, had that gun and shot that guy, I guess. They got both of y'all sitting up here. Or all y'all sitting up here. They just waiting for you just, yeah, you will be a witness, but you gonna get charged with something. Yes, you is.
So everybody up here?
Zara ain't up here right now. They got mugshot. They talked to her already. She told them what happened. Whatever you told her, she told them what happened.
She don't know what happened.
They don't know if they're gonna charge you with murder, first degree, second, manslaughter. I don't know. I don't know nothing about this system. I know you wasn't supposed to talk to nobody until I came in this room with you. When these detectives was there, you wasn't supposed to say nothing. Nothing, Ronnie. Not nothing. I wasn't here. You wasn't supposed to open your mouth. Not sign no papers, nothing. Because they only showed me pictures of surveillance. They ain't got you on the back.
What else you got?
I just seen pictures.
Which ones?
They're on his Facebook page with the gun and the group of boys.
Yeah, I saw
a lot of shit on Facebook.
Saw that one. I saw the one when he had his money in the gun. I saw the mugshot. They showed you the picture when he was in the cut? Saw that one.
With his shirt off and wrapped around. Where you was at in the scene?
I was left already. I wasn't there.
So what did you see? You left the boy, so what did you see? Did you see the boy shoot his? That's what they want to hear. Ronnie, I don't know what to do. I really don't.
While it's understandable for a mom to be terrified of seeing her son facing imprisonment, she seems too focused on getting a lawyer. Considering the cold-blooded nature of this homicide, Sharon's mom should have made him confess the truth from the beginning. After all, no attorney can discredit the glaring pieces of evidence against Sharon. Witnesses reported that homelessness and violence shaped Sharon's upbringing, which they contributed to his poor impulse control. So, all this leads to one uncertainty hanging over the case: whether Sharon's young age should be taken into account or if he needs to be convicted as an adult. After entering a plea deal for second-degree murder on June 27, 2016, Sharon was sentenced to 30 years in prison on March 20, 2017 at the age of 15. The judge committed him to a juvenile facility before moving him to an adult prison at the age of 18. He will be eligible for the first review of his sentence after 15 years from 2017 sentencing, and his second review will happen after 25 years in 2042. Sharon will also have post-release obligations, which include 10 years of probation, attainment of stable employment, and compulsory mental health treatment. These cases show parents discovering the monstrous intent of their teenage children and making the difficult decision to turn them in. True Crime Psychology regularly covers stories like these. Subscribe for more.